What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy DNA coming to you live, and well, obviously by the title of my live stream, we're gonna be showing evidence of Neal Kumar doing some illegal bullshit, and right next to me is and I shit you not, the wild accusation that Neal Kumar has actually thrown this time that I'm still, by his logic, with no evidence, nor claims, nor proof, no nothing that I'm supposedly sleeping with a 14-year-old, and this is the 14-year-old. Hi, honey, can you hear me, please?
Sorry. Hi.
Yes, this is supposedly the 14-year-old. You know, the woman that's literally a year older than me, and I'm 23 years old.
Yeah. I'm 24, who's going to be 25 this year, and I don't want to be. But you see here, life says otherwise.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna be doing today is, and by the way, I've already got full
We
permission.
already got full permission by the blend himself to show this, and the one that relates to Faith Jackson.
Mm-hmm. No.
I got her.
Okay. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the show. And for people that are coming in from Neal Kumar's live stream, enjoy seeing evidence of him doing illegal shit that he shouldn't be doing. And again, I will be, you know what? I'll be posting the links right now. The one that we're gonna be watching first will be the one about Neal Kumar. I'll be sending the second one as soon as we start watching it. Enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. Get some snacks, get some drinks. This is gonna be at least, give or take, an hour or two long. Enjoy the show.
This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which has not always been specifically authorized by the owner. Anything viewed in this video is strictly for the purpose of critique, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research, all of which is fair use under Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act. If you are the copyright owner of any content featured in this video and believe your rights are being infringed upon, please feel free to contact us so we may resolve the issue. By watching this video, you agree to this notice.
How's my profile right now? Like, right now.
Oh my god. Alright, Skyfire, give me a solo layup. I'm gonna roast these stupid idiots anyways.
Boy, my favorite seat. Uh-oh. Excuse me, do you mind?
3,
Alright.
2, 1.
Alright. Hello, everybody. I am back on this platform
Okay.
because I am heard about these two idiots. Actually, yeah, these two idiots now. These two idiots named Rev and Ninja Cadone. Y'all are the piece of shit in my life!
Oh, Josh, tell me more.
So, if you, both of you, just spread your freaking mouths off of your stupid platforms and your stupidness, this will not even happen, you son of a bitch!
Aw, using the witty bitty Josh upset. Sounds like somebody's advocating for a little bit more of censorship. I mean, I guess I would be too, if I was exposed for enabling really terrible behavior on the internet. Thank God for freedom of speech and fair use, am I right, guys?
And here's the reason, you two. Back off of my friends, Autumn, Skyfire, and Kyle, for no protocol reason.
Fair fucking use!
Yes.
And also, don't go again!
Everybody loves a little bit of spicy drama, don't they? But anyway, yeah, this is kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, how many videos is this now? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5? There was the original Neal reaction video to the fake apology. Then there was the fake apology video that Josh Gifford did. Then the collab video I did with Mr. Rev. And finally, the reaction video to his grounded Go Animate videos. Hopefully, and I actually mean hopefully this time, this would be the last Neal Kumar blend that I do for a while. Mr. Rev is holding out for a Kumar superstar, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, welcome to the Godot Blend Cafe, and I am your host, Ninja Goodell. And today or tonight, wherever you are, I live to serve you a very hot piping mug of truth. And believe me, I don't want to serve this one again, at least from the Neal Kumar menu, because I have a much better product to serve you in mind. However, unfortunately, it's still in the making, but I can give you a nice little hint. Oh, Lucifer, the things you do to me. But unfortunately, that'll have to wait, because Mr. Neal Kumar has decided once again to open his mouth. Tonight's blend is called a Kumar Too Bothered, which is kind of an average blend that you would expect it to have. Typical half-bred Indian spices, with a little bit of an interesting twist. Just like Phony Philly, it starts out very promising, but the second that you take a drink, you start to remember this is Neal Kumar we're talking about. It's worth one sip for the experience, and I wouldn't recommend drinking it any more than you have to. But nonetheless, we have quite a bit to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Grab any snacks that you need, as well as a drink. And trust me, if you don't want to drink this blend, I don't blame you. But we definitely need to talk about this, so in all seriousness, let's get started. This is literally a 4-second clip, and there's quite a bit to talk about here already. First of all, let's keep an open mind about something real quick, shall we? For a split second at the beginning, you can see his face. Then he switches to a video that has a live stream countdown. Think about what he had to go through in order to make this happen at the very beginning. He was literally timing the moment that he started his stream to sync up right when he started the video. That way he can give off the illusion that...
I want to pause this. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Hello? Testing, testing. Hello? Okay, so there we go. Now my mic works. Okay, so I want to point this out right now. Neal Kumar, for some odd reason, you're no longer smiling. I wonder why. Hey, Faith Jackson, the tone of your voice even says that you're no longer happy. I wonder why. I wonder why. Making baseless accusations like that with no evidence, no, like, screenshots, no proof, none of that. None of that, by the way, will get you in a lot of fucking trouble. You have been warned God knows how many times. You're the one that broke the agreement, so suck it up, Buttercup. You chose to fucking violate the agreement. And now because of that, you're fucked. Alright, back to the stream, by the way.
He's starting the stream right at the beginning. This would be fine and dandy at all, and I really wouldn't make that much of a big deal about it, except there is one question that does come to mind. Why not just subscribe to StreamYard and make things easier for you so you can make your own intro video? I have to admit, since I bought a StreamYard subscription, things have been a lot easier when handling Midnight Mochas and Godot Blend. And if it wasn't for Rev and DNA, I wouldn't have any idea what I'm doing as far as setting up the StreamYard. But anyway, that's not the point. Keep what I said just now in mind. We'll definitely bring it up later when it's relevant again. And trust me, it will be. 5 minutes past. So let's see what he has to say, shall we?
What is good, everyone? It's Skyfire here, and welcome back to my live stream on Streamlabs. So, how are you guys doing?
Well, Neal, to be honest with you, not very good. And I think you know exactly why, don't you? Because right now, you're about to open your mouth and say something really stupid. But until then, I'm just gonna bide my time. Let's talk about what's on his screen first before we continue. There's not much here, but trust me, it's gonna be very telling for later. That number on the top left side of his screen is Neal's sub count currently, and the other window on the right is the Streamlabs chat, and it looks like he's enabled the YouTube side of it. Now, Godot, why is this relevant, you might be asking? Well, if you've known me for as long as you have, you know I'm a very detail-oriented person. It's kind of required to be able to find the truth, you know? Plus, not to mention, he's going to actually bring this up later, so I kind of thought it would be a good idea to get ahead of the game on this one to tell you guys what's going on. Also, I just want to remind everybody real quick that he's sitting here basically saying that I'm doxing his face, even though he's doing it himself. Which is another thing that I need to remind everybody real quick. Once you decide to upload videos to your platform, you kind of lose the right to privacy, because things that you want to keep private end up getting revealed in the video, and it's kind of up to you to actually edit those things out. And well, if you don't do that, it's kind of your fault, isn't it, Neal Kumar? Who was it that revealed your information again? Your first name, your last name, and your address on top of that? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So we're gonna be like discussing about some shit that has been going on with Rev, DNA, Ninja Godot, Inverto, Zexio, and Havoc.
I might as well go ahead and spoil this to you right away. There's hardly any talks of Rev, there's hardly any talks of myself, there's hardly any talks of Inverto, or Zexio, or Havoc. But there is talks of DNA, which is kind of the antithesis of why I wanted to make this video. Because Mr. Neal is going to make a very outrageous claim later in the video, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say once you hear it yourselves. Imagine spouting a whole bunch of nonsense with no proof whatsoever. Well, that kind of summarizes what Neal Kumar is in the first place, doesn't it? Let's move on to the next clip, because this one's going to be very interesting. Let's see what he has to say about Jackson.
Also, we're gonna be obviously talking about what Jackson has been doing. So Jackson, here, we're gonna be talking about what Jackson has been doing. Jackson is the one that who was calling my friend Josh a faggot, which is really offensive by that word. But you want to know what else Jackson did? She called Josh a fat crybaby. Like, what is wrong with you, Jackson? Because my friend Josh doesn't deserve this kind of treatment.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess now we're gonna be stepping into the mud on this one, aren't we? Let's go ahead and do something that Neal forgot to do, and actually talk about the real issue here. This is Faith Jackson, a 20-year-old female who would often participate in Neal Bird's streams. I essentially described her as second in command in my previous video about them. It's not entirely too uncommon for a 20-year-old to be hanging out with a 16-year-old, but it certainly is really fucking weird when you're sleeping with them on a live stream. If this was my son, I would be beating his ass, and I would be getting rid of all of his electronic equipment for the rest of the year. At age 16, you're definitely expected to know better, but I guess you can't really rely on Mandy Kumar to do that for you, can you, Neal? Anyway, I'm getting really sidetracked with this because this is definitely a major pet peeve of mine, but let's go ahead and keep talking about Faith. Not only was Faith Jackson sleeping with Neal Kumar on a live stream, but it was later found out that Faith was actually in an intimate relationship with a 14-year-old child. Now keep in mind that after Neal kept doing what they were doing for the past year, it was always me and Rev that was coming to his rescue and always making sure that predators knew their place before they kept trying to groom Neal some more. So this isn't the first time that Neal has encountered us, and it's definitely not the first time he's ever heard of child predatory behavior. So why he's acting very surprised when he finds out about Faith having a relationship with a 14-year-old is really beyond me. Because if you look at all of his streams, he's known this for the past month and a half. And you know what's funny about
Sorry about pausing this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I want to show this quickly. He's not smiling. He's pissed. He's upset. I fucking wonder why. I wonder why, Neal Kumar. I wonder why.
When the fuck did our names get changed?
You're welcome.
What the
Fair fucking use. This is fair fucking use. Alright,
I
anyways.
didn't even know the names were changed. Oh shit.
Hey, look. Look, he's pissed. Look at that.
He's pissed, but not only that's because he's been getting shit on a fucking game that he claims he's good at when he's been getting his ass beat left and right.
Oh, word? What game is it? Is it a Roblox game? If that's the case, then he's shit at it.
No.
Is
It's
it-
fucking Rocket League.
Yeah, okay. And he claims Fortnite is ass. Rocket League is even fucking worse.
Hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Alright, let's go right back into it.
Mm.
Alright.
that? that, he only started giving a damn because Rev and I brought it to his attention. And interestingly enough, he already knew Josh Gifford at this time. So guess who else was sitting on that information? Josh Gifford himself. And only then did he decide to give a damn when me and Rev brought it up to them. Now let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the clips since we got the Faith Jackson explanation out of the way. I don't know why Neal is complaining about Josh being called a faggot when Neal has definitely said a lot worse. He blatantly calls everybody the N-word and literally yells the N-word at every chance that he can. And I'm not talking about like the GS sound, like nigga. No, I'm actually talking about the one that makes you reimagine yourself in the 1800s, working on a cotton field, waiting to be rescued by freedom fighters. And he says it so nonchalantly like he doesn't give a goddamn. By the way, his excuse for saying the hard N-word is that he's mixed. But guess what? There's just one little problem with that. Does the name Daraj Kumar sound like a black name to you? And that's not me being racist. I'm legitimately asking that question. Because one look at Mandy Kumar and one look at Daraj Kumar definitely suggests that there is zero black in either of those people. Other than that, there's at least one thing that I will agree with Jackson on. Why are you so offended about him being called a crybaby? Josh Gifford acts like a crybaby all the time. Like, one thing I definitely remember for sure was when I was a kid, I cried a lot. And my sister made it known that I was a titty baby. I think that describes Josh Gifford to a T.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh my god. I was really busy, so who is texting me on message?
I'm going to turn down the volume at this point because I want you to see this whole scene exactly all the way through and through. Keep in mind he's supposed to be talking about Rev, DNA, myself, Havoc, Inverto, and even Zexio. And yet he still doesn't do this. The stream itself is about 44 minutes and 20 seconds long, but at this point when he's looking at his phone, it's literally at the 12 minute and 54 second mark. He says one thing to his friend, and then he goes right back to his phone, and it's literally almost 2 minutes that pass before he says anything else. He's not even interested in talking about the subject at hand, which begs the question, why is a child getting themselves involved with child predatory behavior anyway? He didn't even have the brain cells to point out the major problem with Jackson in the first place. He was more concerned about Jackson calling Josh a faggot. Like, really? This kind of goes back to what Rev and I said about getting children involved with child predator stuff. Children have no business getting involved with child predator stings, let alone having discussions about the intricacies of a buster busting a predator in the same setting, same room, etc., etc. And yes, I don't want to point this out, but I am talking about you as well, Inverto. Just like Neal, you are 17 years old, and believe me, the people that did what they did to you are definitely gonna get what's coming to them. Trust me on that. But that still doesn't change the fact that you shouldn't be as deep into child predator busting as you are. And I'm not going to ignore the elephant in the room when it comes to this. Inverto's situation clearly shows that there are consequences to what happens to children when they get themselves involved with stuff like this. And don't get me wrong, I am not blaming Inverto for what happened to him, because there is no reason for any person to do what they did to him at all. But things like this can happen to children that get themselves involved in stuff like this on a daily basis. And I would be a hypocrite to ignore what's going on with Inverto if I'm just simply pointing out what Neal is doing. Consistency is the word of the day. In fact, it's the word of the day every day. And there's a reason why Rev and I say this all the time. But anyways, let's continue this and see what happens next.
Imagine if DNA would be like Nikocado Avocado eating all these chips like this. Hey, DNA, stop eating so much chips.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit weird, even for me. I've been on the internet since I was around 10 years old, and I've seen a lot of things. For a moment, I kind of forgot that Nicotado Avocado existed. Wow, that did not translate well in the voice changer, did it? Anyways, one of Nick's earliest controversies was his weight. By the way, that's not me bat-shaming him. His weight literally was one of his biggest controversies, because he always went on camera doing stuff like this. I actually remember this video very well, because this is the first time I ever heard of Nicotado Avocado. August the Duck is the culprit. Damn that little white duck always talking about amazing things. Well, amazing for a better word at least. Not exactly the point. Neal, why would you make fun of DNA in a scenario where he literally acts like Nikocado Avocado, and then demonstrate for your audience full force what Nikocado Avocado would actually do? You kinda look like you have egg on your face when you did that. By the way, that's an expression. Don't take that very seriously, because I've seen what you can do with alls and bowls of ice cream. If you keep eating unhealthy like that, you're gonna end up looking like what Nikocado Avocado used to look like. Anyways, he's about to talk about his subscriber count, so pay very close attention to what's about to happen. Keep in mind the little details that I told you about earlier.
As you guys know, I now have a subscriber count right up there. Let's see if the subscriber goes up. I don't know.
Also, heads up, I had to pause the video at least one more time. I do deeply apologize for pausing it every once in a while, but this has to be cleared out right now. Haley, you telling me that you're not involved, but yet you're right then and there defending Neal Kumar on his illegal crap. Okay? You're in his live stream right now defending his crap. If you're not part of it, then why are you still in his live stream? Defending the baseless accusation that Neal's making against me, that I'm supposedly quote-unquote sleeping with a 14-year-old when he has yet to show evidence of me doing so. Oh, I know why. There is no evidence suggesting nor showing that whatsoever, but you know what evidence there is? Faith Jackson actually sleeping with a 14-year-old. That's good. The next video would actually show that, and Faith Jackson admitting to that. So unless Neal Kumar can show you evidence of that exact same conduct relating to me, then you are getting yourself involved. You are part of it now for defending Neal Kumar's baseless accusations. Are we clear? Okay, we are clear now. Have fun, child predator defender. All right, let's go ahead and continue watching.
Well, we'll have to find out. We got a subscriber.
Objection! What an interesting tale we weave, Neal Kumar. I don't know if you realize this, but you just introduced us to a new possibility as to how you're getting new subscribers. Besides, you're tech savvy, aren't you? You seem to know the basics of how these things actually work. So let me lay it out for you. There was quite a bit of time when you were silent, messing around with your phone, then suddenly you decide to bring up your subscriber count. You then say, and I quote, "Let's see if a subscriber goes up." I don't know. We'll have to find out. Then, right at the penultimate, when your subscriber count does go up, you then say, "We got a subscriber." Now, let's make things very interesting, shall we? Because I can already feel the truth surging through my veins. The video that I'm reviewing now took place 1 day ago, and for specifics, this was June 12th, 2025. Now, I'm going to take your attention to Skyfire's Social Blade. And look at the dates. As you can see, he gained a bunch of subscribers with rounded numbers. And this wouldn't be such a big deal except for one problem. He's getting a certain amount of rounded numbers every single day. There is no way in hell you can tell me that these numbers are organic, because they are not. This actually further proves the community post that I made on him days ago, where I irrefutably pointed out that his subscribers were not only botted, but he was buying them with his mommy and daddy's credit card. So tell me, Neal Kumar, how did you know that you were going to gain a subscriber unless you bought them? This is the reason why reaction videos to you are so important, and this is why fair use is also just as important. Another thing to point out as well, remember how I told you to pay attention to the chat? We are at least about 20 minutes in, and the chat hasn't moved at freaking all. If your subscriber count was real, Neal, then why are you only generating about 1 to 2 views a day? I'll acknowledge that you channel at least about 100 to 200 views every now and then, but these people aren't your fans. Most of them come from child minitors that myself, Rev, and Zexio have busted from a time. You also have your detractors who hate what you're doing on this platform. And Zexio.
Alright, so I'm letting people know. I'm gonna pause this real quick and wait at least 5 to 10 seconds showing each screenshot that's being displayed, because he does kind of rapid fires through them. So hold on. Which one is it? Here it is.
People aren't your fans. Most of them come from child minitors that myself, Rev, and Zexio have busted from a
Oh god, I forgot he made a post about Didi. Considering Didi has done a lot more shit than now recently.
Time, you also have your detractors who hate what you're doing on this platform. So again, Neil, tell me how it feels to have a channel that's literally built up on artificialness instead of actually reality.
Kayla Vlogs gets on my last fucking nerves.
There isn't much to say about this clip, but I am gonna point out one thing that's very interesting. If Kayla Vlogs gets on your last fucking nerves, then why are you subscribed to them? It doesn't make any sense to me at all. This is kind of a pet peeve of mine that I am going to point out about Mr. Skyfire, who says he can't stand the side of me, or Rev, or DNA, or Zexio, or any of these people, but if you go to his YouTube channel, like right this second, you're going to find that he has a sidebar filled with people that he hates a lot. Poison Ivy at least makes sense, because she's a child predator too. She had intimate conversations with at least 2 children, wanting to break their boners. These children were at least 12 to 13 years old, by the way. But then you see Rev on here, and I'm just kind of like, why? Rev has been nothing but respectful to you. He literally got your child groomer off the internet. Then you see Purification Order, which I've never heard of this person before, but after I went to go look at their community post, I think I might have a feeling who this person is. Surely it's not the same 18-year-old that got 16-year-olds involved and confronting child predators. No, not at all. Or the same 18-year-old that got Andrew Hamilton busted, which kind of made you think that maybe he understood the efficacies of decoying, when he actually doesn't, and went after an innocent man for stupid tweets. But that's another argument for another day. I can see why you added him on this list. He definitely deserves it. Then I see Inverto88 on here. Then I guess he makes sense. I mean, he only called you out on your stupid hypocrisies. A fellow 17-year-old, by the way. That Neil felt the need to find his face so he can produce it to his predator audience. Absolutely fucking horrid. Then I see Zexio on here. Which, don't get me wrong, him and I don't exactly get along, but I am gonna point out one fact. I think I've only seen you have a conversation with this person one time. There's no reason for him to be on this list at all, unless you're upset that he exposed DD Live Studios, which still doesn't make any sense to me at all, considering that DD Live Studios had a naked picture of a 12-year-old child on his computer. So you're going to hate another child predator buster for doing his job on the internet? I guess it makes sense that your friends are only child predators. Then you have yours truly, the lovely Ninja Godot, which definitely makes a lot of sense, considering that you and I are always going to be at odds. I mean, one person has to be able to tell the truth, right? Because we both know you hate that, don't you? I'm certainly glad to be on your hates a lot list. Then you have Neo Girl Extra, which is another tuber that I've never heard of before, but after looking at her channel and looking through her community post, it looks like this is Laxer's ex-girlfriend. You know, the one who's dating Jackson. Then there's Havoc Network, an individual who was with us for a little while, exposing Neil for all the times he was using the N-word. He was also with us when we were exposing Brianna Seymour, which again, I guess that makes sense considering the context. He wants to bring her back on the platform for some fucking reason, but whatever, I guess. Neil, I mean, not Havoc. Then here's a name on here that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Why the hell is Jirai on this list? She hasn't spoken to you once and has literally done nothing to you. She's been minding her own business, keeping up with artwork and hanging out with Rev. Oh, wait a minute. That's what it is, isn't it? So because she hangs out with Rev, that's the reason why you hate her? Have you actually even sat down and tried to talk to her for once? Oh, but don't do that, Neal Kumar, because we've seen what you can do when you're trying to talk to a woman. Or even a girl that's your age. That girl that you doxed at your school. How's she doing, by the way? Fucking fat idiot. Speaking of women that you're trying to dox, look who it is. It's Ripley Kubani, DNA's freaking wife. Now, I'm gonna hold off on what I have to say about Danny, because trust me, it's gonna be very relevant later to what's gonna happen next. The final person on this list is Square Boy, and I have no idea who this is. I've dug through their channel, and there's no way for me to really identify who they are. But whoever this is, I'm pretty sure that you're on this hate list because you're a lot better at Friday Night Funkin' than he is. And if you think that's a petty reason, trust me, that's not even the start of what describes Neal Kumar to a T. But we're not exactly done yet. Let's look at his new trolls real quick. I've seen Midas D-Side GF on his streams sometimes, who sounds like a child, close to Neal's age. But then I see Jackson right next to Midas, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So I guess a woman that's 20 years old fucking around with a 14-year-old is just neutral to you. But every single person that's on your hate list, your detractors, are way more terrible than she is. And I guess they're more terrible than your all-time good friends. Brian Shimmer, who's actually Josh Gifford, the guy who defended to the death 3 child predators, California girl who sent nudes to a minor, Saphira the cat who made an outrageous claim about sleeping with a 14-year-old in a sleep call, Akita the fat pig bitch, who, without actually knowing it or understanding what she's doing, is literally advocating for victims of child grooming to be gone after and constantly harassed, saying that them being groomed is their fault. Then Kyle Afton, who I don't know too much about, but according to some sources, definitely got caught messing around with some children in an RP fashion. Then there's Killer Reaper, who I know nothing about, or maybe I do and they go under a different alias. Comment below if you can tell me who this is. Then there's Savannah Barr, and don't even get me started on this bitch, takes the sonograms of multiple women's babies, makes very wild claims that they are theirs, then takes baby dolls and names them after dead children that are actually real children connected to real families. Bitch is an absolute psycho. Then there's famous cult leader DD Live Studios, who, as I mentioned earlier, has nudes of a dead child. As for Human Blaze, I don't know much about her, but she did leave a little death threat on my community post. That's kinda nice, I guess. Then there's Maria Robotnik, who I definitely highly suspect is Brady, the same lady that was dating William Kelso when she was literally 16. By the way, it didn't start like this. William Kelso met her when she was 13 and has been heavily grooming her right along with Brianna Seymour and fucking Prime Sonic, also known as Pablo Puzales. Then, the very day that she turned 16, she immediately started dating him. By the way, this is a 30-year-old man. As for the other people, I don't know who they are, but if the 3 of you are around Neal's age and actually have some common sense, heed my warning. Neal Kumar is going to get you in a lot of trouble with these child predators. He's already done it to an innocent 9-year-old, and he's done it to an innocent girl at his own school. Run while you can and get the hell away from this person. Alright, that was really long, but it turns out this was actually kind of important to cover. Going over these people that he likes, dislikes, and has a neutral standing for is actually really important in the grand scheme of things to truly understand how Neal Kumar thinks. He really truly believes that child predators are saints, which is why, thanks to Josh Gifford by the way, these people seek refuge under Neal Kumar's channel because they think a 16-year-old, 17-year-old boy is going to protect them from us. What a shocker, Josh Gifford. Neal is literally becoming everything that I said he's going to become because you keep enabling him. Who would have fucking thought?
Okay, there better not be any trolls watching my stream because, we have a lot of trolls out there. You cannot be talking about any type of people. We do not talk about people who are troublemakers. But I mostly talk about DNA, so does most of my friends. Because DNA, you want to know about DNA? He is an idiot and a troublemaker that likes to talk about people behind our backs.
Interesting statements, but I have a few issues with them. First of all, the trolls that show up on your channel, your comments section, and your streams too. These people are showing up, not because of us, by the way, but because of the people that you have on your panel. Every now and then, you'll usually have at least 1 or 2 people on your streams who are at least around your age, which obviously is okay, but then you'll have child predators that Rev, Zexio, and I have encountered and documented very well on Discord. I've already covered who these predators are in Robusta Retardation, but to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure if I've covered all of them, because every time I've lurked in Neal's streams, new ones seem to show up. I kid you not for those who are watching this, but as of the 16th of June, which is when I'm recording this part of the segment, I've counted at least 4 of them already, and last week he literally hosted a wedding between Movie Shadow and Autumn Parish, and I kid you not, there was at least 5 child predators or child predator enablers on his panel alone, but his actual sidebar chat was packed to the brim with child predators. I am a 33-year-old adult, and even this freaks me out a bit. I mean, Josh Gifford is a year older than me. How in the holy living mother of hell does Josh Gifford believe he's doing nothing wrong? How can he possibly look in my face and say that he's not doing any enabling at all? Let me play this clip for you real quick, so that way you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. Courtesy of the lovely Vanny. Thank you very much.
Alex, if you don't stop,
Guys,
I swear to God.
Like alright. I had to pause this yet again. Haley, I thought you were not part of this whole thing. What happened? Hold on. Let me put us up here real quick.
Cut the grass today,
Oh.
and I had a doctor's appointment.
Bear in mind, this is all live right now.
Is after Skyfire again and Jackson and Jay Twan.
Whoa, hello. That is a wild accusation on that last part, by the way. I'm not after them. I'm showing evidence. You know what? I'll let my wife speak on that part specifically. Hey, honey. You want to debunk that real quick?
Wait, what's going on?
Apparently, at near the middle part of Neal's live stream, Haley claimed that she's not part of it nor involved. But yet, when have we started going after J20 exactly?
I want to specify something. Haley's the first one that gets brought up and starts going off about shit, or Neal does. Not only that, thanks to Faye Jackson and Neal, Haley's also going through your shit.
Oh, so in other words, Haley. So again, what is it again about you not being part of this though?
Not to mention, minors can get in trouble for doing shit like this. So it don't matter if you're a fucking minor. There are minors also your fucking age getting in trouble and throwing the fucking jail for crap like this. Ever heard the fucking news and seen that hey, there's a minor getting put in jail because they did something they're not supposed to be doing? There are files about that shit. Is the sad part.
This is something I also want to point out. They claim that they have evidence of me doing this type of illegal shit, but Neal has yet to even display any of that. Meanwhile, we're over here displaying the shit that Neal has done so far. And the Faith Jackson interview will be next after this video. So...
I'll say it again. This is free fucking news because Ninja Godot even said, hey, y'all have permission to use both these videos. And I believe he has a third one he's making, but I could be wrong about that one.
It could... Who knows? Alright, let's continue this shit. Again, I just find it very hilarious how Haley is trying to claim that she's not involved in any of this shit, but yet is willing to go far and beyond to defend him and claim some baseless accusations once again, like Neal Kumar and Faith Jackson. Alright, let's continue with this shit.
What is it? Jesus.
Guys!
What?
Let me speak! Please! My daughter is a girl, not a freaking guy!
Hey, you guys want to know what's crazy? The low taper fade meme is still massive.
I know.
Yeah.
What
You
is
just
it,
said a lot to
Josh?
me!
The low taper fade is still massive,
You
dude.
just said no.
Are you mad at me,
Hey,
Josh?
did you know the low taper fade meme is still massive?
You mad at me?
It's so massive, like my forehead.
Spit like this one down there!
Hold on. I'll remove Clover for a bit. Anyway, what is it, Josh?
Jackson, I'm fixing to be pissed off with her!
What happened now?
What happened?
Call me a freaking 8-year-old!
What?
You're not 8 years old.
Wait, how old even are you?
Josh, how old are you?
30s? In my middle 30s?
34.
Bro.
Thank you.
34?
Just a quick thing to point out. Why did he say mentally in his 30s? Why wasn't he just honest about his age? It's so bizarre to hear him only tell a half-truth about this instead of just being honest about it. Let's continue and see what happens next.
Years old.
Alright, sorry about that, Clover.
And Clover, you pissed me off!
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, well, don't
That's
cry
it.
first
I'm
of all.
not
Are you in a
talking
safe
to
spot
you
right
anymore.
now? Are you
Wait,
in a
what
safe spot
happened?
right now?
Josh, what happened?
Clover, that's why he's on introspective mood to me!
Okay, well, don't cry. First of all, are you in a safe spot right now?
Whoa, whoa! Don't do that! Don't do that!
Sorry.
Okay, well, have you contacted the proper authorities yet?
Stop, Clover.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
What, did I say something?
Let me speak! Let me speak!
You weren't even speaking in the first place.
Let me talk. Clover, please say sorry to Josh.
But
I'm sorry. Jesus! Sorry, I got a cold.
Please say sorry to Josh.
Thank you.
Josh,
It's a cold, don't worry.
sorry, I got the, yeah. I'm sorry for making you feel a certain way. It was just a goof, it was just for laughs, but clearly you don't find it funny, so I apologize.
That's totally fine. Sorry I yelled at you like that.
Nah, man, reasonable crash out.
You don't need to be like that!
JT.
No need to be like that, Clover.
guy.
Well, but anyways, I feel better. I feel better. Now my dad yelled at me. I feel better now.
They need to be like that.
Oops.
Jay.
Hey,
If you want the link, then
daughter,
I'll send it to you.
Jay, calm your son down.
Calm your tits.
Try to look at me in the face and tell me this is not enabling. Josh decides to crash out on this Clover guy for absolutely no reason. Then when his crashing fiasco is done, he does this sort of act that puts Neal in a very difficult position, essentially forcing the child to enable his terrible behavior towards Clover himself. This behavior itself then forces Neal to make Clover apologize to Josh for no fucking reason whatsoever, therefore justifying all of Josh's actions that he just ravaged Clover with. He even did the same thing to Jackson earlier in this video, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not defending Jackson, but notice Josh came in immediately complaining about Jackson, which forced Neal to react very violently with his voice. Josh has been around Neal for quite some time, 2 months to be precise, maybe a little longer than that, and he already has Neal's mannerisms memorized down to a T. It almost feels like I'm watching some sick, twisted manipulation scene happen before my eyes. It's already confirmed that Josh has Neal's actual phone number and his Facebook, so Josh can contact Neal at any waking moment at any time that he wants to. And after what I just saw here, these past few moments with Clover and what's been going on with Josh's anger, you can't possibly tell me that there's no grooming going on in this moment. Grooming doesn't have to necessarily be sexual, by the way. Make no mistake, Josh Gifford is molding Neal Kumar to be exactly who he wants him to be. This, unfortunately, is what Brianna did before she... I can't even finish that sentence. Yeah, this is getting way too dark for me. I kinda had a part planned for when he said DNA is a troublemaker, but to be honest with you, after talking about this part, it's kind of irrelevant right now. It literally means nothing in the grand scheme of things. At least in this moment. Let's just talk about the next clip and try to get through this.
DNA, Ninja Godot, Rev, they always work together. What they like to do is try to take people down. YouTube is for entertainment, not drama. I don't know what y'all niggas are talking about, but YouTube is for entertainment.
I'm going to get really serious for a moment, because Neal, you're a freaking hypocrite. This all started with Brianna being on your platform, and us coming to your rescue to get her off of you, which unfortunately our efforts were in vain. Which, I'm gonna be very careful on how I word this. What Brianna did to you, you didn't deserve it. You unfortunately are raised by people that don't give a shit about you. And that was made clear to me when I tried to contact your mom. Just like every parent that's been contacted, their excuse was that we were bullying you for having autism, which is super far from the case. We didn't care that you had autism. We cared that you had a child predator on your platform. A child predator that for some sick, twisted reason that you want to come back. And while it sounds like I'm victim blaming, that's far from the case. Simply because of what you said at the very beginning. Allow me to replay it for you.
DNA, Ninja Godot, Rev, they always work together. What they like to do is try to take people down.
This clip alone proves that you've been studying us for quite some time now. Rev's WordPress has always been accessible to the public. Every child predator that he and I have documented together is found in this very WordPress that he keeps together online. A WordPress that I know Josh Gifford checks out every single time. And I know this because Caitlin's entry is in here. He was very close friends with Caitlin, even if she did cause a lot of problems for him and Michael Greenway. So of course it would make sense that you would bring up Caitlin's video on your very own platform, which kind of further indicates one thing for sure. He's been enabling their grooming activities for a very long time, and whether he believes he's intentionally doing it or not, it's actually happening before his very eyes. I need you to understand one thing before it's too late, Neal. You are somebody for Josh to use. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. All it takes is your parents to find your phone and look through who you've been talking to. I seriously don't think your father is going to be okay with you having conversations with a strange 34-year-old man on the internet. A 16, 17-year-old boy nonetheless. As for the rest of your clip, this is why I'm going to call you a hypocrite. Again, you've studied Rev and I very closely for a very long time, to the point that you did something really stupid that you knew was going to get our attention. You hoisted a 9-year-old child on your own platform for Brianna Seymour to have all to herself. And Miss Cocoa Butter, who was 15 years old, who I was decoying by the way, called you out on doing that to a 9-year-old innocent child. That's right, confession time. Rev showed up on your platform that night because of me, because of Miss Cocoa Butter, and gave you a massive tongue lashing of the century. Brianna Seymour was still on that platform at the time that Rev was yelling at you for what you were doing with that 9-year-old child, and since then you have just been a massive menace to everybody. You say that YouTube is not for people that cause drama on this platform, but once again, when I look at your face, you have egg on it, because your channel invites nothing but drama. The first thing you do when you start streaming is to make sure that DNA is not streaming. Then you start talking shit about him, then myself, and then Rev. And when that doesn't work, you launch massive canceling campaigns to start a whole bunch of problems on this platform. And then when that doesn't work, you start doxing innocent children that go to your fucking school. So no, Neal, it's not us that starts problems, it's you and only you. But with Josh Gifford by your side, it makes it pretty fucking obvious who's enabling you to do these stupid, terrible things on the internet. Which is why every apology that you've made to us has always been absolutely fucking fake. Just admit that you thrive off of us, because it's very clear that we live rent-free in your head every single damn fucking moment that you wake up in your entire life.
And why don't y'all watch Midwest Safety? This is the channel that Midwest Safety posts about people usually committing crimes and then they get arrested. But if DNA was literally the one in that video, it would have been very hilarious. Being like the drunk person, alcoholic, anything like that, that could be even crazy.
So Midwest Safety appears to be an informative channel that shows body cam footage of police officer encounters. I'm not going to get onto Neal too much for this, because I was 17 once too, and my curiosity was just as high as his was. Besides, he's informing himself about safety. He wants to talk about DNA getting drunk, and hopefully ending up on this channel. But let me show you something that's more of a real possibility. And by the way, this video that I'm about to show you can also be found on this channel.
On November 28th, 2021, officers with the West Bend, Wisconsin Police Department received an attempt to locate from Logan County, Kentucky, where a 15-year-old girl went missing. Pings from her cell phone and a letter left by the girl pointed the police in the direction of West Bend. To protect the identity of the victim, we have redacted any images of her and excluded any references that might allow her to be identified. Officers waited at the residence of a known sex offender who, Logan County officers discovered, had been in contact with the girl via Facebook. A vehicle matching the sex offender's description passed by the residence, prompting officers to initiate a traffic stop.
I'm not going to show the rest of the clip, so if you want to watch this video, definitely go to Midwest Society and search up child predator, because that's going to be the first thing that's going to pop up on the list. You would think that a 17-year-old child would keep themselves informed about stuff like this, which again, I'm not going to blame Neal for this kind of scenario, but the fact that he's willing to put himself in this position with Josh Gifford really concerns me when looking at the stuff on this his channel. He knows the dangers of child predatory behavior. I've told him, Rev has told him, and I'm sure in that one conversation that Zexio had with him, he also told him. And yet, despite the warnings, he always seems to try to get our attention because of these terrible things that he's doing on the internet, especially with these children that he keeps getting involved. People keep forgetting that Neal is not the only child on this channel. J-Twan is a 16-year-old boy that always shows up on his channel almost every single day. A child, by the way, that Neal placed in a group chat between myself and Rev without J-Twan even knowing it. Now, of course we're not bad, but just think about what this means. Imagine if he did this with predators. Neal is willing to put his friends in danger just so he can continue to have interactions with child predators. And by the way, J-Twan had the nerve to call Rev a predator, a pedophile. But lo and behold, as expected of a stupid 16-year-old, he couldn't provide any evidence as to what made Rev a child predator to begin with. And by the way, guess who left that conversation when things were getting a bit heated? Skyfire did. Literally abandoned his friend because he couldn't handle the truth. He left his friend there to get absolutely lambasted by us. And J-Twan deserves it too. The lambasting at least, not the grooming that's clearly happening from Josh Gifford's end. I don't understand why these predators feel the need to weaponize these children to come after us. But it is what it is, I guess. The more important thing is to obsess over DNA going to jail for being drunk and everything. Right, Neal? You've made it pretty clear that's all that matters, which adds to you obsessing with him for no fucking reason.
But the thing is, I need to see how many people are watching. There's only one viewer watching though, but I can literally tell that we have a lot of people that are being idiots and stuff. Like, who even cares about Rev, DNA, Ninja Godot, all those idiots?
Well, Neal, you seem to be obsessed with us, considering that we are the only ones that you talk about on your channel anymore. And look, I'm not completely blind to the irony. This is my 5th video that I've made on you. But if you've known me for as long as you have, then you should have figured out by now that my real obsession is finding the truth. Which makes perfect sense as to why I would be on your hate list, because you definitely like to lie to your audience about everything. And if you think DNA is bad, and if you think Rev is bad, there is a reason why Rev calls me stubborn.
We never ever do a thing like this. But what is their goal? To tear each other down. But what is our goal? To make all of us support the YouTube.
Ah, yes. The online platform that supports censorship. You would definitely want that, wouldn't you, Neal? But here's the thing about censorship, Neal. Censorship is a double-edged sword. You can swing it one way, but there is just as much of a chance for it to cut deeper into you as well. As Rev would put it, it's more like a pendulum. The higher the wrecking ball, the harder and faster it'll swing back. By the way, you're wrong once again. Our goal is to find the truth. Nothing more, nothing less.
Because I'm always supporting for YouTube and they don't even give a care about it. But what is even worse about that is literally that they are just making false reports on YouTube and they are just like talking about how they are obviously exposing my friend Didi for no reason.
Wait a second, what?
And they are just like talking about how they are obviously exposing my friend Didi for no reason.
Hold it! What do you mean exposing Didi for no reason? Gennaro Jackson, also known as Didi Live Studios, has gotten himself involved in more controversies than he can count on his fucking finger. I meant to say hand, I don't know why I said fingers. Anyways, the controversies. Didi let slip from his mouth that it was okay for siblings to have sex as long as they're not married. Like, what the fuck?
It doesn't matter if you're related or not. Now, if you're married, that's a different story.
Then there was that one controversy where his aunt came on stream and basically said that she would be willing to grape little white children just because it was easy.
Let me find another one, alright? I will go and rape his ass, on God. Man, it ain't hard to go snatch a little young white ass. Don't get it shit. You think the boogeyman, you ain't seen the boogeyman yet. I will show you what the boogeyman look like.
Oh, and why did she say this? Because Dee Dee was getting exposed for having nudes of a 12-year-old child on his mobile devices. Yeah, your aunt didn't look so good there, did they, Gennaro? Following that, there's another controversy of Zexio walking in on Gennaro using a real child, not a decoy, a real child to lure out an adult.
Yo, you guys can get in a lot of trouble for this, by the way.
Yeah, true.
You think I'm lying, but you're literally doing entrapment.
So, I get arrested. I get arrested. I don't care.
I mean, true. Yeah, you can't get in trouble for that.
I mean, but even if he accepts it and says yes, that does not make him a pedo. In the eyes of the law, that would actually make him innocent. That would make you guys the groomers in some way or form.
Well, here's the thing, you know, like he has a freaking whole server of minors right now.
Yeah, but you've Dee Dee, you're not understanding. You've literally got a real minor texting him, trying to get pictures and send him pictures.
You know what?
If you want to catch pedos, this isn't the way you do it. You don't get minors to go talking to them and try and sexually speak to them. It's just not the way it works.
I thought he sent me that dick.
Yeah, catfishing. That's not good. I think you should stop now.
But the fact he sits there freaking telling people to kill themselves and stuff, that's just wrong.
I don't know what he's done, but this isn't the way to do it. To get actual kids to talk to him sexually.
Then there's another controversy of a minor that exposed him, that he dragged into a conversation with Human Azarm. You know, the guy who was literally on the news.
Human Azarm showed no emotion as he appeared in front of a judge this morning. The 21-year-old is accused of indecency with a child in the Katy neighborhood where he lives. The victim's mom, who doesn't want to be identified, was relieved.
I'm confused this time.
But you're glad that he's charged?
Yeah, I'm very glad.
Prosecutors say on April 19th, Azarm walked up to a 12-year-old boy playing basketball in front of his house. They say he approached the boy and, fully clothed, assaulted the child.
The defendant then removed the child's shoes and applied the child's feet to the defendant's penis.
What's even more surprising, prosecutors say the break in the case occurred a week later when Azarm allegedly went back to the victim's house to apologize.
And it was when he approached the boy a week later that the authorities were contacted.
Then the most latest controversy was the dude putting his hands around his aunt to fucking choke her.
This is just the one thing I didn't really want to reveal.
What, like,
he had his... Hold on.
Huh?
Give me a second, okay?
No worries, take your time.
Dee Dee had his aunt in a chokehold. I was on the call since after 3:30 in the morning. I was still awake. And when I heard that his aunt said that he had me in a fucking chokehold, I couldn't breathe, and I was trying to get the boy to step away from me.
Wow. He could have unalived her.
That is 6 controversies I counted on both hands. And there's even more than that, I'm sure. You'd have to talk to Zexio though, since he's the one that exposed them. Oh, but he's on your hate list. Make it make fucking sense, Neal. Once again, not the point though. This person is your friend? This person who has done all of these terrible things is your fucking friend? No fucking wonder you're fucked up. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have reached the penultimate. It is time to talk about Fanny, because that outrageous claim about DNA is coming right up. It is the next thing that we are about to discuss. Let's listen to this fucking travesty.
And they just like to talk smack about DNA. I mean, DNA is obviously an idiot, and you want guys to know something crazy? He slept with a 14-year-old minor.
Objection! You better hope that you have some serious fucking evidence for this, Neal, because this stupid fucking statement that you made is fucking slander. DNA slept with a 14-year-old minor? Where the fuck is your proof for that? Do you just say whatever comes to your mind first without actually fucking thinking about what you're saying? But you know what? Since you want to talk about Vanny, let's go ahead and talk about her, shall we? DNA is 23 years old and Vanny is 24 years old. She's older than DNA by 1 fucking year. And 2 years ago, Vanny gave birth to a little girl, a child, a baby. Remember that baby, Neal? The same baby that you said that you were going to grave in front of DNA and his wife because you said it would make you feel good? Remember that child, Neal? I certainly do, because a particular Brianna Seymour encouraged you and your stupid fucking little friends to come raid DNA's stream and make these disgusting comments towards him and his wife. The same wife that for some fucking reason you have a picture of saved to your fucking devices like a little creep. And at every chance for no fucking reason at all, you change your profile picture to her and call her a 14-year-old child. Hey Neal, let's do something for you real quick, because I'm such a fucking nice person, shall we? And pay very close attention to this, fat boy, because I think you're gonna need it. Defamation is a statement that injures a third party's reputation. The two components that make up defamation is libel and slander. While I cannot find any evidence of libel in your channel, in terms of you saying that DNA had sex with a 14-year-old, there's evidence of you violating slander, which means making false statements, usually made orally, that defames another person. A key thing to understand about slander is that unlike libel, damages of slander are not presumed and must be proven by the party suing. Here's the thing about that, Mr. Skyfire. Guess what happens if you can't present any proof of DNA sleeping with a 14-year-old? Mr. DNA can lodge a lawsuit from his home state and have district attorneys show up at your front door with lawsuit papers ready to serve you. And at that point, he can sue you for slander. Oh, and DNA, I hope you're watching this video because here's some extra tea for you. Looky here, everybody. It says either libel or slander. All DNA has to prove is the slander, and you're absolutely fucking cooked, Neal. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about the Pennsylvania statute, shall we? Title 42, Chapter 83, Section 43. In an action for defamation, the plaintiff has the burden of proving when the issue is properly raised. Pay close attention to this, Neal, because in this case, you're the defendant while DNA is the plaintiff. First part, the defamatory character of the communication. This refers to the nature of the statement that's supposed to harm someone's reputation, so you already fucked up there. Secondly, the publication by the defendant. This means that the statement was communicated to someone other than the person being defamed. Well, Neal, I guess this is where you have to decide if your subscriber count is real or not, because over 6,000 people heard you make this false statement, so you're fucked there as well. Its application to the plaintiff is next, and this is pretty self-explanatory, at least from what I'm reading here. In essence, it explains how a certain legal concept or action directly involves or affects the plaintiff in this case. And well, you made a claim that he had sex with a 14-year-old while he was an adult, so not only would this destroy his reputation, in the state that he lives in, that would make him a statutory rapist, which he can get arrested for. But because he never actually had sex with the 14-year-old, guess what? That would be a false arrest. So number 3 can definitely be met. Number 4 is the big one, the understanding by the recipient of its defamatory meaning, which essentially means that the statement must be understood by a third party, not just the person being defamed, in a way that harms their reputation. Essentially, the understanding can be based on the literal meaning of the words or inferences that a reasonable person would draw from a statement within a context. So what does that mean, Neal? Well, it essentially means that you might be fucked with a capital F, because the only other reason that you would make a wild statement like that is so you can spread misinformation with the intent to harm DNA's reputation for literally no other reason. You told everybody that DNA had sex with a 14-year-old. You clearly wanted people to understand that DNA had sex with a 14-year-old, so of course that would enrage people to go after him. But guess what? Because this statement isn't true, you just proved number 4. Congratulations, Neal. Now number 5 is a good one because this essentially traps Neal. The understanding by the recipient of it as intended to be applied to the plaintiff. This essentially applies to the third party who heard Neal make this statement and must have understood that the statement was about the plaintiff. In other words, if I were to sit next to you and I heard you make a statement about DNA claiming that he had sex with a 14-year-old, I would have to immediately understand that it's the same DNA that you're talking about. And because you always say DNA, Rev, and Ninja Godot, that instantly identifies DNA in this particular scenario as the person that you claim claim had sex with the 14-year-old. So once again, you're fucked, Neal. You clearly identified which DNA you're talking about in this particular scenario. Now, this one can be a little bit tricky. Number 6 refers to special harm, which indicates a tangible financial loss that the plaintiff suffers as a result of the defamatory statement. But here's the interesting part about this, Mr. Neal. This particular case might not even use special harm, so number 6 might not even be considered at all. You're still fucked. And finally, we reach number 7, which pertains to abuse of a conditionally privileged occasion. Now, I need to let everybody know that I am not a lawyer. I've never claimed to be one, but I will admit that number 7 doesn't make too much sense to me, so definitely consult a lawyer for this one. As for everything else, if I'm not mistaken, and if I'm not incorrect, it definitely looks like DNA meets the burden of proof statute. And just for fun, let's look up the burden of the defendant. The truth of the defamatory communication. Well, this is pretty cut and dry. If the statement that Neal made is true, then he obviously can't be held for defamation. But of course, that also means Neal has to prove that his statement is true, which leads to privileged occasion. But this doesn't apply to Neal, because this talks about stuff like courtroom proceedings or employment references. But Neal didn't make this statement during those times. He literally turned on his camera, went on StreamYard, and streamed this information. So once again, he has no defense there. And now we move to the character of the subject matter of defamatory comment as of public concern. This essentially means one thing. Can the defense actually prove that there is actual malice behind what Neal did? And guess what? He certainly can because of one thing. Allow me to present to you the one thing that's going to fuck Neal. Take that!
Good guy. Is spreading misinformation your job?
Yeah, it's their job.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it's our job.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it's our job.
No, yes, it's our job.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Irrefutable proof that this was never about the truth. Neal Burns, also known as Neal Kumar, caught in 4K, admitting the quiet part out loud, which is no longer quiet, by the way. Neal Kumar just admitted in his live stream that this was never about finding the truth. This was about simply ruining a man's reputation for absolutely no fucking reason at all. Oh wait, yes there was. There was a reason. Neal Kumar has been actively pushing for Brianna Seymour to return back to the platform, and he said himself that he would do whatever it would take to bring her back no matter what would happen. I guess nobody gives a fuck about the 23 victims that Brianna hurt, right, Neal? Can't really say that you care either, considering you've doxed a little girl from your own school. But let's not get too far off the subject. Let me cook while I still can. The hot piping mug of truth is this, Neal. You thrive off of us because you love spreading misinformation about us, when all of your friends, who are child predators by the way, get exposed. And it's very clear that Mandy Kumar doesn't give a shit about you, considering. Look where we are, Neal. 1 year in after everything that's happened, and I now have the ability to make videos. I now have the power to use fair use against you. And it's all for the right reasons. So Neal, now I'm going to give you one final choice. I'm going to read off a couple of first names, and I want you to pay very close attention to these first names and who they are. Jeannie, Duraj, Rohit, and Grandma Alexis. I think you need to understand how serious I am when I say this. You have pushed me to the last resort, and this is what I'm willing to do. If you do not boot these child predators from your channel and cease all contact with them, I am going to send my YouTube channel, as and with your YouTube channel, to these 4 people, and they are going to see everything that you've been doing with online predators. From this video's upload, I will give you 3 days to do this. And I seriously mean this, Neal. If you don't do this, those 4 names that I mentioned are going to know everything about my YouTube channel and your YouTube channel and everything that you've been doing with child predators for the past year. Do not test me, because as a concerned parent, I will do whatever it takes to protect this platform from all of the child predators that you interact with. Make your choice, Neal, because the truth always prevails. My god, that was a long one. Damn, this video went for so long that the sun is already rising. Hot days ahead for summer indeed. Anyways, that definitely does it for this video. This was definitely a passion project, because in all honesty,
Alright, give me a few. Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, so. Oh shit, hold on, doesn't look. Okay, now that looks way better. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that is the video of Neal Kumar. We're gonna go into the next one, which is Faith Jackson's interview. The video is called "A Faith Most Foul." The interview of Faith Jackson. I will be putting that video link so y'all, for people who don't have any time left over, you can watch it on your own spare time. The link is right here. Now then, I'm gonna swap it over to Faith Jackson video. Enjoy the show, and like I stated, the stream is gonna be, oh wow, I mean, I was even right about it too. It's gonna be an hour or two long, possibly like an hour and 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'll estimate that much. All right, enjoy the video, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, let him. Absolutely fun. I wonder why he is making. All right, hold on. Hold on. Before we actually show the video, hey, Amar, you want to unmute real quick? Because apparently, out of nowhere, as soon as I pointed out that Neal Kumar has
He's been
my last
going off. It's I just saw, and I do have to stream on my side too. He's going off by one of his classmates by the name of Alice, who's apparently been fucking doing shit with him and everybody else in that fucking stream of his. Because apparently that Haley person who's going off as the fucking wannabe Lucifer, she's in Canada apparently, but there is someone else in this stream who's also in his fucking class.
Are these
But I
people
do
retarded?
know they're fucking stupid, yes. But yes, the Alice person he keeps mentioning is also a student of his, or a student that he goes to school with, who apparently has been starting shit with him. Why, I don't know.
Are you talking about the same person he made the gun threat to?
No, that was the Hannah person.
Oof.
This is a different person.
And how exactly are we the ones starting his problems exactly? Because he tried to accuse us this entire time.
I don't know, but apparently that Alice person is keeping him more fucking upset than we are. We're just adding more fuel to the fire.
Damn. Do we get the gasoline can real quick? We're gonna need it.
It's in the shed. Anyway.
Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is for you, and welcome to the Godot Blend Cafe. And I am your host, Ninja Godot. And today or tonight, wherever you are, I live to serve you a hot piping mug of truth. And as per usual, we have another doozy for you. But first, I want to say, well,
Happy Thanksgiving Day!
This video is coming out on December 1st, so might as well just get those festivities out of the way, right? And by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, the Pablo video is definitely coming out, but it's probably not going to come out anytime soon, hopefully before the end of this year. The main reason for that, I am literally trying to do a case study on the lovely Paul Nader, and believe me, trying to get the case details of what happened with his situation is not an easy task, especially when you're digging through every single court record that you can try to find of this man in fucking Laughlin, Nevada. I've kind of already talked to Rev about the situation, as well as a couple of other people, and I've decided that if I have to drop any kind of cash money just to get this case file into my hands in order to get the truth out, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Believe me, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the truth out there. I'm in a pretty good position right now where I can actually try to get my hands on this case file, and from what I'm hearing in the background, it's gonna be one of those cases where I'm gonna have to pay a small fee just to get a hold of one page out of how many other pages, and it's gonna be really fucking worth it once the product is done. Anyway, I could talk about this guy forever, but clearly he's not the subject of today. So let's actually talk about the most important part of this video. As you can see in the title, yes, it is another interview, and this particular interview was captured by Kitty Stories. My only knock against her is that I've had to do some editing and stuff just to get the video's quality to match up where I needed to, and even then it was a bit of a struggle to get that done. However, that's not totally completely a bad thing, because there's still content here for you to see. It's about an hour long, this interview, and it's been one that's been meaning to happen for a long, and I mean long fucking time. The subject of today, meet one Faith Jackson, a person that I'm sure all of you have seen on this channel from time to time. I covered a little bit of who they were in Skyfire's apology video, right along with the Phony Philly video. Then there was a Kumar Too Bothered, which essentially covered everything that she had done in this past year, and that's essentially what the interview is going to be about. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did use a little bit of tactics to try to get this to kind of happen, and while I normally wouldn't do this kind of thing, well, I'm sorry, it had to be done. It's not particularly my cup of tea, but if there's any way to get this interview to happen, then, I'll take the avenue that I need to take. It doesn't matter to me at all. Whatever it takes to get the truth, as long as it is the truth. In any case, let's continue about Faith Jackson. So Faith Jackson is an African-American woman that lives in Alabama. I'm not sure where, but I'm definitely going to figure this out, trust me. Anyway, pretty big fan of the Friday Night Funkin' community, among other things, but this is what she's mostly known for. It's not exactly certain when she met Skyfire, but she's been a friend of his for a pretty long time, much to the point to where she actually ends up participating in sleep streams with Skyfire from time to time, at least on his old channel. I don't know if she's still doing it now, but if she still tries to keep doing this with a child... I can't. It's disgusting, isn't it? It's fucking retarded. But anyway, like I said, not too uncommon for a 16-year-old at the time to be hanging out with a 20-year-old, 21-year-old woman. He's now 17 and she's 21, but it's still fucking weird to sleep with someone else's kid on a public live stream. I mean, it would still be weird even if it was in person. Why am I talking about this? This is just, this is fucking disturbing, man. Anyway, the child that Faith Jackson was in a relationship was a 14-year-old individual who she had told to tell everybody that they were 19 years of age. I actually asked for proof of this, and I got the proof, unfortunately. Now, the minor has requested that they don't want to show the DMs that have been going on between Jackson and them, and that's totally fine if they don't want to do that at all. I'm not going to blame the minor for not wanting to show the DMs at all. Especially if the content may or may not be, well, it might be what it is. And I'm certainly not going to pressure the child to reveal those conversations. But if they really are, here's my theory, right? If they really are that bad, then Jackson might actually be in some major fucking doo-doo. Which at this point in time, I'm going to heavily encourage that we find and locate this woman because she definitely needs to have some justice headed towards her way. I mean, let's not forget that Faith Jackson was connected to a number of individuals that Rev and I have covered in the past. Mr. Josh Gifford, Michael Greenway, California Girl, and, well, ready for the big reveal? Here it is. Every other person that you see on this list, which composes of Aiden Alisaris, which, as you know, well, not yet, but now I'm fixing to tell you, that's Aiden Vergano. Anderson Reyes, which is a person that Kitty Paquita actually covered in the past. Anonymous Umbrella X, who I have seen from time to time on my streams. Ashton2058.21, who actually is confirmed to be Stanley Bell. Blood Moon, which I'm sure is Jiraiya's favorite, considering that that's Autumn Parish, by the way. Commander Alex, who I'm sure people know, but I actually don't know. Darksby. DD Live... DD Live Studios? That's the guy that's running the server? Wait, hold on a second. So he's the one running Flower Moon Community. Oh, shit. Well, already this is pretty fucking bad. Anyway, Multiverse Sonic, who, well, I might as well just go ahead and spoil this for you. That's J-Twan, a 16-year-old, who also frequented Skyfire's live streams right along with Jackson herself. Then you've got Polyfan667, who I have no idea who that is. Shadow, who actually goes by Boom Sonic, it seems. Now, I swear I've heard that name somewhere. And also, SIA Green Ranger, that's another name that I've heard of before as well. I swear I've seen these two names before. I can't remember where they've seen them from. Then we've got Momoko Blossoms, who I have no idea who that is. Right along with Nike Soy, who goes by Cade Afton on Discord. Yeah, it looks like they go by Cade Afton. I don't know if I know who that is. But then you see at the bottom of the list, there's the fucking show of the day, Miss Jackson herself. Or should I say Faith Jackson? Oh, and before I forget, there's Emo Metal 59 sitting right at the fucking top of that screenshot. By the way, for those of you who forgot who Emo Metal 9, or I'm sorry, Emo Metal 59, for those of you who forgot who that is, that's Robert fucking Sansa. And here's the interesting thing, right? Today is the 27th of November, 2025, and he's actually in this interview of Rev, Jiraiya, and I actually speaking to Faith Jackson. That's where things get extra juicy, because this is in spite of the fact that Jackson herself was caught in a relationship with this 14-year-old child, and Emo Metal is still talking to this bitch. But right, we're the ones that fake the evidence, right, Mr. Emo Metal? Or should I say Robert Sansa, who definitely didn't fucking make out with a 14-year-old child, but I digress. Whether you were 18, 19, 32, 34, it's really fucking weird. But considering Jackson is in this server, I think the two of you would get along perfectly fine, so that doesn't fucking surprise me in the slightest. Now do me a favor, Emo Metal, since I've told you about this crime. Are you prepared to stand in front of the minor and tell them that what happened with them and Jackson is not true? I double dog fucking dare you to actually say this to the child's face, because you live in Corpus Christi, my friend. It's gonna take me a couple of hours to get to you, but man, once I do, John Quavius is gonna have some things to say to your ass. Oh, amateur hour at Godot Blend. No big surprise there. I kind of forgot to mention one other person. This sports fan fella, that's Andrew Hamilton. I'm sure you guys know about this guy as well. To get you up to speed, this is the same guy that was sexually role-playing with a 15-year-old child. Role-playing taking off her underwear. Anyway, extra screenshots and stuff. Let's go ahead and go through a couple of these real quick, because we're already kind of 8 minutes in and this is going to be a long one, so might as well just get this done. Here we have a picture of Jackson hating some girl named Mary. I'm not going to reveal her last name. I don't know who this person is, but yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. But that one's not the most interesting, right? Well, actually, I've got an even better one for you. Here is a screenshot right here of Faith Jackson telling Human Blaze the Cat, or should I say Mark Lambedes, motherfucker, literally saying the following that you see here. Leave the chat if you if you great baby. What the fuck kind of fucking shit is this, Jackson? But again, it's not totally surprising to me, considering that you were in a relationship with a fucking 14-year-old child for quite a while, by the way. I think you said in this interview the beginning of this year. So that's just to kind of give you an idea of what you guys are in for. If I pull up any other information here, I'll probably sprinkle it throughout the interview if I can think of anything. Either way, I think that kind of does it for the intro. Like, basically, the people that you see on that first picture where it shows, like, everyone that's in the server, like, you know, that's really all there is to it. Other than the fact that she's kind of been a partner in crime with Skyfire, who is supposed to not be talking to him, there's really not much here. It's just a standard criminal that, well, stuck her hand in the cookie jar for some fucking reason and had no idea why she was fucking doing it. But let's really paint an interesting picture here, right? Like, Jackson's pretty much of a nobody, right? But look at all the people that she's surrounded by. All of these fucking top-tier predators that have definitely been seen around the YouTube community space. She seems to have gotten very comfortable with where she's at, so I guess it's time now to rattle that cage. Isn't that right, Mr. Devil? Either way, we're now sitting at the 11-minute mark, so let's go ahead and get this interview started, shall we? Again, forgive me for the quality, because obviously this is Kitty's recording, so I kind of beefed up stuff as much as I could to try to get it to, you know, sound correctly and everything, but this is the best that I could do. Sorry, guys. Either way, enjoy the show.
This video contains material that may not be suitable for children. What you are about to see is 100% raw with minor trims, such as elongated silence within the content itself. Viewer discretion is advised.
Excuse me for a moment. Jackson, are you there by any chance? Yes. Nice to meet you, Jackson. I come bearing a message for you. You have exactly 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, not a week and a half. You have exactly 2 weeks to talk to Ninja Godot and Rev, or I'm going to take 10 minutes to find every single bit of information that there is to find on you. Do I have your attention, Jackson? 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 Do I have your attention? Peter. Jackson, do I have your attention? I'm right here. Pick that. Wait, who was that? Oh, hold on, let me check who that was. Let's see. Bands. That was, I'm gonna grab it to those friends. Oh, that's me. Autumn? What? That was one of Rev and Ninja Godot's friends that came in. They found your server. Yeah, that person was like Phantom Wolf or something like that. That's how it was. I got a question to ask. I did have a question to ask. Oh, that was Mark Taylor. Yo, can I ask a question about this topic real quick? Thank you for doing that. And then I did. Oh, guess what? They can't link. They can't link the server and come in. This rainy day is tampering. The contrast is why we come. The sun that hope is just a cloud. When I asked the question that I was about to ask about this topic. What the fuck? You want to pump this shit? Yeah. Can I ask what I was going to ask about this topic? How the fuck you get in if we don't like it, you know, and how the fuck that guy get in? I don't know. You got the link. You got the link to it.
I'm pausing the hello? Okay, there we go. So I had to pause the video because I'm currently trying to send a message through StreamYard itself to display on YouTube, and it's not going through. So I'm gonna read this out loud. So for people that are currently watching Neal Kumar's live stream, please make sure to report his live stream for violent conduct, as he is making vulgar threats to other people. He is currently making vulgar threats because a person removed him specifically because they know Neal Kumar does not have access to the N-word pass. I want to make something very clear with people, as it was already explained in the Godot Blend video of Neal Kumar, that he is not black. He is Indian and white, and people are starting to figure that one out immediately. So please make sure to report Neal Kumar's live stream and / channel for vulgar threats, violent conduct. Alright, let's go. Let's get back to our video now. Or what? Well, the Godot video, anyways. Or let's do this.
Well, yeah, that's what I want. Ow! Send him the link. Ow! Who gave him the link? I don't know. Okay, let me do my thing now, please. So let's go first, beat.
Okay, I'm just gonna let this speak for itself.
Know who Mark is?
No.
That one who's friends with Ninja Godot. That guy.
Bro, why is asking? Why? I'm not even doing nothing. I'm not even doing nothing, bro.
Yeah, we know you're not. We got your back, bro. Because I met you since February.
Why is he asking you that shit, huh?
I don't fucking know.
For anybody that doesn't know, if he's trying to claim that he's known her since February of this year, that's a load of shit, and he fucking knows it. This video is the video that I'm showing. Hold on to me. This very video specifically, let's go back down here, has been posted 3 months ago. This was on December. And there are other videos on my channel, on Rev's channel, on Godot's channel, and so many other people's channel where it has been shown way more than this year. Even 2 years ago, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe over a year ago. All depends. I'll let my wife correct me on that one. Hey, honey, you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to fucking do art.
Yeah. So apparently Neil's trying to make a wild claim that he's known Faith Jackson since February. He didn't specify what year, but we're just gonna assume he's gonna try to claim of this year.
So, let me riddle this for you. When
Okay.
did Jackson start getting involved in this shit?
I don't know. When did Brianna Seymour appear on his shit?
Jackson didn't appear in this shit till later on.
Yeah, so nearly a year ago.
Well, time to afford that shit to get out.
Oh no.
You know what? Fuck this shit. I'ma leave. No. No. Again.
2,000 years later.
So I don't want to see you talk to Skyfire anymore either. In fact, I want you to block him right now.
Right now?
Yes. All of his accounts. The Neilverse account where he pretends to be Leafy on, I want that blocked too. I want the Skyfire one account blocked. I want the Fireball account blocked. That's fine. But all I'm gonna say is, like, you can, like, I'm going to know if you can contact him. Just like how I know if Autumn is trying to talk to Skyfire, I know everything. My eyes are everywhere. I have eyes everywhere. I would rather not have to, like, dude, I don't want to get all Big Brother on you. I really don't. If you don't know that reference, then it's literally a 1984 reference where, like, I'm always watching Wazowski, always watching. I don't want to get like that. Yeah, I'm buried. You can go ahead and you can go ahead and talk to him. I'm gonna mute and take a shower. I'm still listening though. Okay, Jackson, I'm very disappointed in you. I stood up for you. And you lied to me. Right to my face. So until it's 19, you lied to me. I broke my heart. Don't worry. I broke my heart. You broke up with me. But it doesn't matter how you broke up with him or not. You lied to me. Well, there you go. Exactly. Sorry. You were, honestly, once requested for you, and you lied to me right to my face. Oh my God. Oh, it's gonna be nuts. Honestly, I don't know if I want to be the value or not. I bring you around, that's right. So I bring you around. Well, it doesn't matter if you go with him, but you still went out with him. You still got him. I know you now. I know you now. Jackson, you don't know the situation what you are in right now. So the situation you're in doesn't look good for you at all. Oh, that. But think about the parents, man. The fuck? Think about the parent of that poor kid. Yeah. The parents right now, if their parents right now that they are dating adult, you do know what's going to happen to you, right? Yes. I know. Dead, killed, shot, burning in prison. And it really doesn't matter. But it's best for you to own up to your actions, Jackson. Hey, I'll be right back. Second night. Yeah, it's all phone so charge. Yes, Alma. Hmm? I'm going to be with you. Alright. Oh, okay. I don't know. Fucking monsters. But this. Is Sonic J1? Yes. I would like him. And then, do you know who Prime Sonic is? What is that? That would be Pablo Gonzalez. You should know who Prime Sonic is because he was in a conversation with Guy Fire and Brady Samari. Fast fact, that was Guy Fire's final stream with Pablo Gonzalez before his channel got terminated. There will be a video coming out on Pablo Gonzalez soon, once I get the presets done, because Rev, Jirai, and I are going to be responding to that video, all three of us together. Autumn? Yeah, Autumn, with permission, add Rev to the server. I don't know if he's awake. I would like to add him into the server, if that's okay. What? It's okay. You're not, Autumn, you're not in trouble at all. I'm gonna let Rev know not to yell at you. Like, you can sit here and listen to this if you want to. If you want to listen to how we conduct ourselves when it comes to stuff like this, then you're more than welcome to sit here and listen. So, I'll add Rev. Let me see. Also, can you do me a quick favor, Jackson? Just so I have, oh, son of a fucking, oh, there he is. Just so I can make sure that I have the conversation right, can you go ahead and tell me, Blackster's Discord name, please? I have messaged him. I just need to know what the Discord name is so I can pull up the messages for you.
It's real Discord?
Yeah.
Real one?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. He's in his slumber. Maybe he's asleep.
Okay. What are predators and what isn't? You're right, and I'm right. Ask people, I got children, I got others, and that's where it's just, I don't like commune with demons. That's I'll introduce you to them. Rev, Jirai, this is Garcelle. This is a man that, Lightspeed has sent people after because of some stupid fucking retarded vendetta. Garcelle has been pretty chill. Garcelle knows that for the truth, so he has managed to keep Jackson here to take them. So I'm gonna get dressed. Jackson will stay as long as nobody else. Rev, Jirai, you have the floor. I'm muting. How come it's taking this long? Why is it taking this long? That's not. You're gonna have to speak up, Jackson.
Yes, that's fine.
You have been hiding behind a child for nigh on 6 months, maybe even longer. Why has it taken this long? Why has it taken for me, to get somebody ripped off the internet? For you to start saying those things?
Because I'm doing a lot.
You need to enunciate. I can't understand a word you are saying.
I said I was department.
I sort of what you're saying.
I said I was department. Something about the long rules.
She said that she was trying to avenge her all feelings. She was saying. So you did. Oh, just to update you, by the way, before you start, Rev, I know you've already started, but Emo Metal has just found out that Jackson has lied to him about the age of Laxer. She had told him that Laxer was 19 years old. Laxer has out and confessed that he is 14. Emo Metal is not happy about this. Emo Metal is very upset about this. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. Well, you know what? I'm very upset with her. Cause I don't want to fucking think about this situation with her anymore. Well, hold on a second. Why is Fireball sitting in here? Blood Moon, I'm gonna give you one. I'm just gonna say one final thing. I want all of Skyfire's accounts out of here. I want them all gone. Okay? Now I told you, Autumn, I'm not going to get upset with you. You are totally immune to what's happening here. Please don't.
I had to pause the video real fucking quick. Neal, that's one hell of a reaction that you made at the very end of your stream. I wonder why. Hold up. Neal, why are you making this face for? I want people to understand this is the face that he just made right before he stopped the live stream. Hold up.
Alright, party.
Hold on. Let's go ahead and start forwarding. Let's keep forwarding.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications and share so I can see this as well. And this is me signing off, and peace.
Aww, that's sad. Alright, I'm gonna try to see if I can actually get that face of his again. So I can actually make another edit again. However, we're gonna keep on watching this. So we can actually try to end our stream. Then again, we might continue just a bit longer, who knows. Yeah, again, I wonder why Neal Kumar made that face at the very end of his stream as soon as the video cuts out.
Might as well keep this going till this video ends. Because, dear lord.
That's kind of what I'm saying, Amor. We're gonna let this video finish up because, again, again, read this. This is what I just said.
No, Neal doesn't want to shut the fuck up because he has that ego so far up his ass that he can't even see he's getting himself in trouble.
He's been in trouble. The fuck you mean? Hey, look at that. It's Neal Kumar and Faith Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh look, and Neal actually put on his clown makeup. Alright, let's do this.
Oh,
Push me to have to talk to you again, please. I want all of Skyfire's accounts out of here. Please. Continue. That's all I have to say. I'm going to continue my train of thought, hopefully this time without interruptions. Jackson, you lying to people about how old this 14-year-old boy is tells me one thing and one thing alone. You know it's wrong, but are doing it anyway.
Yeah, no, I was doing a lot of times.
I really don't
That was too long.
Are you still dating this 14-year-old boy?
Fuck about him.
Why?
Because I was doing a lot of drugs.
But why did it take until now?
Because I was in
I am fucking shaking with how infuriated that you have fucking made me within the last few months. And I am not somebody that you want to generally fuck piss off. We can't talk about this. No, let them talk, please. Okay. I haven't had the opportunity to speak to Jackson in a full conversation for, I would honestly say between 6 to 8 months. Because she has avoided this. And she's only decided to drop this 14-year-old boy, not because it was wrong, but because of the heat. Jackson, what is the federal age of consent?
that you're supposed to date someone, that you're supposed to date someone's older than me.
Say that again, please. What is the federal age of consent in the United States? You did say earlier that it's 16, not just 21 years. 16, yeah. 16 is not the federal age of consent. 16 is the youngest recognized state age of consent, not federal. If she was dating somebody... No, if she was dating in her state, and this person was the age of 16,
and the age of consent within her state was 16, she would not be breaking the law. As it stands, she was dating a 14-year-old boy earlier today, and has been for many months. She has been made aware that it is a crime. She does not care, and has only started caring because Godot and I have decided to start doing a blend. That's it. Now we're doing a blend on another individual called Mark. What's his fuck? Lampides? Lampides is his last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is another person in this exact same community who has been doing similar shit to children. This is the umpteenth pedophile that has found their way into Skyfire's fucking platform. So what's the federal age of that? Federal age of consent is 18 years old. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's no wiggle in all this. If she decides she wants to date somebody in a completely different state, that person must be 18 years of age or older.
I would pick it out.
When did you put on? When it was small, you know what I mean?
Barcel, hold on. Just stay muted, please. It's nothing against you. Just stay muted.
Jackson, when did you figure out that 18 was the federal age of consent?
But I just noticed it just now.
Just now?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that's bullshit. And you know that's bullshit. I know it's bullshit because I have reiterated this to you and your friends on innumerable occasions. There is absolutely no wiggle room for you to not know what the federal age of consent is. Zero.
And you've been watching our channels for months, so you know that's the kind of stuff that we cover. You know this already.
Yeah.
But you still continue to, even after the Kumar 2FR video came out and the vulnerability videos came out, like after it was made well known that you were dating this 14-year-old, and I have explained a lot that it was wrong in both of those videos. Brad, those videos were made 6 months ago. She was still doing it.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of drugs.
Wrongdoings, it's fucking illegal.
It's federally illegal. It's a felony.
It's fucking massively illegal.
Yeah, I still not doing a lot of drugs at all.
Okay, well, here's the next question. You gotta bear with me here, because this is a question. You've been dating this boy for how long?
Since a long time ago.
Since a long time ago? Can you give me a date, please?
Like, it's around 2024.
The start of 2024?
We know, because God's Day was beginning of 2025.
Have you and this boy exchanged any photographs with each other?
Like, what? Like SCX? I mean, SCX word?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No. So you have been in a relationship with a 14-year-old boy, and you haven't exchanged any images of yourself?
No, not like that. All I'm doing is these pictures.
I want to let you know now that I have the DMs pulled up now. So, one thing I can confirm with you for sure is he has said that
She has no idea what he looks like, but she still finds herself moderately sexually attracted to him. He also has said here, I'm gonna keep scrolling up. Let's see. She claims you are, and Neal claims you're 14, and she's 20. That makes her a pred. How old are you really, Laxer? And I tried to explain to her, at that point. Oh, fucking hell, Rev, I just got your message. Fuck me. Let's see. I'm telling him at this point, I have no reason to go after you. It doesn't mean I'm going after you. I just want the truth, and I just want to know how old. He lied about being. Okay, so here's what's interesting. So he lied to me about being 19. You told Emo Metal earlier that they were 19 until I finally broke through Laxer and he finally told me that he was 14. So if you're telling Emo Metal that they are 19, am I to assume that you've been telling this child to tell everybody that they are 19 when they are in fact 14?
Yeah, there was a lie I made. Sorry.
So you did tell him to tell everybody that he was 19. So
yeah, I lied. Sorry. I told a lie. I was wrong.
You did, but that's the thing. If you have to lie, this is the thing though, Jackson. If you have to lie about the kid's age, then that essentially means you know what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I lost you.
So, okay. Hey, I want to say something in the private chat. Just say it in the private. Just say it in the private chat, then, man. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but we're trying to do something here, man. I got this. Just look at it. We're looking at it. Thank you. Go ahead and look at it for me while I read the DMs. Let's see. Okay. I know I keep asking you this, but I really need to confirm. Are you legit 19 years old? And he goes, because I don't want to put you in the line of fire with these people. This is after I told Rev. He always thinks I'm 14. Also, Jackson dated a person that was 13, I think. That's what he said. I've been told about that, too. Who is this 13-year-old that Blackster's talking about, Jackson? So, Blackster is sitting here saying, also Jackson dated a person that was 13, I think. I've been told about that too. That's what he said.
Yes, I never have one. I never have ever person who's 13.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to read the conversation here, Rev. I broke Blackster at this point. He confessed and said that he is, in fact, 14 years old. And he says, I said I found a community post with a girl named Neo Girl. Apparently you and Neo Girl had some history with each other. I originally thought that Blackster was Neo Girl's ex, but that's not true. Apparently Neo Girl has had history with you, Jackson. Who is Neo Girl? Neo Girl Extra? Okay, wait a minute. She is in high school. Okay, now I'm just gonna read the DMs. She is in high school and she's finishing it just one more year until she's done. I respond, okay, why does Neil hate her? And then he responds and says they both dated each other until Neo Girl broke up with her because Neil was treating her bad. What? Interesting. Okay, so are you still friends with her? Yeah. Then I ask you this question: were you legitimately 14 years old? If you tell me the truth, I will not get mad. And I just told him, okay, so right here, he confesses right here. Yes, I am. Okay, so you are 14. Yes. Okay. That's all I need to confirm. So about Jackson, then, are they actually in a relationship with you? She wanted to date me. I never had a GF once until I had one at school. I see. So when did she express her feelings to you? Rev, 11 months ago is what he said. That was, I mean, just for reference, that conversation he told me like 11 months ago, that was on the 20th of August, so more than last year. Okay. Because every time he was on stream, her tag would say Laxter's GF. Do you have feelings for Jackson as well? And he said no. So did she try to force you to be in a relationship with her? Yes. It seems to me like she was like, I'm gonna keep reading. It seems to me like she as well as Neal and others have tried to condition you to fear me and Rev. And that makes sense considering she's a child predator and we run channels to expose people like her. He then responds and says, Jackson is literally a bitch. And I said, would you be willing to share your DMs with us? And this is the part that's concerning to me. He says, what if I don't want to, though? Okay. So, what kind of conversations were you having with him, Jackson? Yeah. Because what kind of it's just I'm not gonna yell. But this is the third time that you have reacted and responded with pain. So I need you to start paying attention. Because here is the big reason. I have to go to bed. I was in bed. I get a message from Bill telling me this is going on, so I got out of bed to do this. Please do not waste my fucking time. I will go back to bed. And then I will push it harder than you can ever fucking imagine. Cooperate. Yeah. Matt, would you be willing to share your DMs with us? Blackster responds, what if I don't want to, though? It's fine if you don't, but if she did do something horrific to you, it's truly important that we get the truth out there. I'll let you guys know if she does. You wouldn't be indicated in any way, shape, or form. Has he had any kind... Okay, so this is the part that really confuses me. Because this is the part I don't understand, Rev. Has she had any kind of sexual conversation with you? No. So now I have to ask, why are you dating this child? I'm just trying to make sense of it. It's obviously illegal. What's the incentive, is what you're asking. Yes, what was the incentive for you dating this child? Basically, what's the fucking point? I don't know, just per choice. And then we just talk about, per choice. You chose to date this kid just for fucking no reason. Oh, you're right, girls. You keep saying that. I'm gonna ask you again. Have you seen what this child looks like? I dare I ask? I don't have a space. Oh no, I don't have a space. You only have his face? I don't have his face. So then what? So I'm gonna ask the question again, Jackson. You haven't seen this person. You don't know what they look like. What? What? Why would you date this person for 11 months without even knowing what they look like? Because it wasn't wrong. I'm not gonna yell, but I'm not gonna take that answer. I need something a little bit more constructive, please. Okay. We've already established that you're in the wrong. I need to know what the incentive was for you to date this child, and you haven't even seen what they look like. It doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah. I'm just
I'm weighing the situation, Rev. I don't know what this child looks like. I know that they're 14. Again, I don't know what this child looks like. Somehow I'm sexually attracted to him. Haven't seen any of these things. I was gonna date him anyway.
What I don't understand is you're gonna tell everybody that you're 19, Mr. 14-year-old, so that I stay in the clear. We're going to run a smear campaign on everybody at Oakland in the hopes that this goes away, which people should know by now that it doesn't. If you're a pedophile, and I know you're a pedophile, it's quite literally only a matter of time before I get what I need. And then people start getting phone calls of, hey, your son/daughter is talking to children inappropriately on the internet, which never ends well. I just feel like this was more work and effort for you and more stress for you to date this fucking child as opposed to dating somebody your own fucking age. It makes no sense to me. This is just like, you have to bear with me because I'm fucking exhausted. But it just seems like it's just more fucking effort than it's worth, and now like you have this big label on top of your head, and it's just like, was it fucking worth it? I always hope that people wake up and they're just like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. But like, you've been playing avoidance for the last 2 days. More so than you have in the last few months. And as soon as you saw that I wasn't fucking around, I produced a thumbnail for a live stream that doesn't exist. I produced an intro for a live stream that doesn't exist. Well, it's coming. Yeah. Suddenly you start wanting to rock. It's gonna be a footnote. Like, we've been telling you this for months too. That's the part that's frustrating us, because like every person that has interacted with Skyfire, I'm not trying to sound like a fucking enemy villain, but they're going down. All of them. I'll never forget every single one of them. I watched 90% of the people in Skyfire's community the day that fucking Brianna Seymour got her fucking shit taken away. And it was Rev, we're fucking coming for you, Rev. Yeah, and you will. Rev is such a piece of shit for exposing Skyfire's groomer. Yeah, what a piece of shit you are, Rev. She literally was in a fucking VC with Roxy Foxy and with Neal, and they were talking to him about sex. But I told her that earlier. The funny thing is, she said, oh, ew, that's wrong. And I said, well, that's about as bad as dating a 14-year-old, isn't it, Jackson?
Remember time as Gopher he was trying to get Beyond Seymour back on the internet.
Oh, that's not happening. No. You wanna know how bad it got for Brianna Seymour? I had a family member join the server when it was my server. And they had said, I need to talk to you. I saw the video, it came up on the video of me interviewing her came up on the family television in the living room. She sat down with her whole fucking family and watched that confrontation video. And they did no more. They contacted me and they ripped her off the fucking internet faster than you can imagine. Is she in jail? No. But it's the next best fucking thing that her family know what she was fucking doing.
By the way, no update from Human Blaze.
No, none at all.
None. Human Blaze was supposed to be in contact with one of our people today, and I was talking to that person earlier, and they were like,
Weird. Strange. I haven't heard anything today. And I'm like, probably because Team and Blaze is getting their fucking shit kicked in right now by their parents. And that was called this morning.
Blaze is too scared to join your call.
Have you heard from Lab today?
I said, Blaze is too scared to join the call. That was funny.
Okay, well, it's not funny, like what Rev said. Have you talked to Blaze at all today?
No.
I wonder what in there should fucking ask her. He's fuck.
No,
I need you to take this seriously, Jackson, please. He's fucked with a capital F, and, Jackson, all I've done is I've took my fucking sights off of Hawk Lambides. And now I'm looking at you. And then I'm looking at whoever else fucks with kids. No, I have the next fucking 3 streams theorized in my fucking head. You know, who they're gonna be about. And more money that I have to pay for the thumbnails.
What's happening? What are you mixed up?
Wow.
Don't mix up.
You'll have to wait and see. I'm just telling you that everyone in Skyfire's group is going down. Every single one of them.
Can you ask one question?
Well, hold on. Everyone in Skyfire's group is going down. Every single one that we found, that put note by the way, asterisk, everyone that we find out is a predator in his group is still going down. That's happening. It's not gonna fucking change. We've been telling him this for a year, and he didn't want to listen. In fact, he wanted to again. You'll realize there are people like DNA, perfect example. We don't work with him anymore. He's not with us anymore. We don't even condone the behavior that's been happening lately. I'm just gonna leave it at that. He's still a kid. He doesn't deserve what's happening to him. He needs to be surrounded by kids his age, not people that he has sleep streams with online, where these people end up having sexual. I'm reading the chat. I don't know if Waxer goes to the same school as Skyfire does, but if that really is, he doesn't. Okay, I was gonna say because if Waxer does go to the same school as Skyfire does, well, then that kind of all but tells us why you're friends with Skyfire. Luckily, that's not the case.
Our friends were making a pass.
Oh, it doesn't fall. I just have tons of questions. Like, it's not just the predator stuff. Like, there's not just the predator stuff. The sleep streams. I'm pacing back and forth in the living room right now. The sleep streams. Tell me about the sleep streams. Why do you sleep with him on the stream?
See me into it. That's why.
Do you have agency?
Yeah.
You don't have agency.
I don't think she knows what that means.
Okay, well, if I tell Rev to go fuck himself, and then I go around and do shit to his fucking family, would you say that I have agency? I absolutely do, because I'm an adult and I'm responsible for my own decisions. So, do you have agency? You said earlier you made the choice to date Waxer, so would you say that you have agency? So you have control over who you're dating, right?
Yeah.
You also have control over telling Waxer to tell everybody that he's 19 years old when he's not, right?
So then I think, Rev, I think it's open and shut. Like, that's it.
Jackson,
What more do I need to say?
Jackson, I've got a question. My dad doesn't really need to know this. And I'm not meaning this in like a nasty way. This is a genuine question. Do you have any learning difficulties or conditions like autism? Yeah, I just a little bit. Have you been diagnosed by a doctor? Yeah. No.
No, you don't have autism.
What, you are self-diagnosed autistic. Is that what you're doing? Like there was no point in your life where, I'm trying to word this as best as I can. Was there no point in your life where parents or family members took you to see a doctor and they had said that you have autism?
Have you been to the doctor at all?
Sometimes.
Okay, have you been to a doctor that tells you your mental disabilities?
Yes.
Did that doctor tell you that you have autism?
Yes.
I don't know if that was the point that you were trying to get at, Rev. I didn't know if she understood.
It was, but I'm still like, I'm at the point now where I have 4 fucking questions and I don't.
Right, because she said no, and then she said yes, and then she said yes, and then she said no. So I'm just as confused too. Because, well, it's, I guess the main reason why the confusion kind of ties to the fact that you have decided to date Laxer, despite the fact that you know he's 14. You tell him to tell everybody that he's 19. And yet you've never seen this person. You've never exchanged pictures with him. You two don't talk like that. So I just don't. It's like walking into a minefield that has more lines than a straight path. I just don't understand why you would put yourself in that position. Because in some states, they don't care if you knew the kid's age or didn't. They're still gonna clap your butt cheeks and send you to fucking prison.
It's literally like crossing a minefield and you get to the other side and you're like, I don't even want to be you.
Right, yeah.
Just aimless. It's like I didn't think that I would be able to coin the term aimless pedophilia today, but here we fucking go. Here we are. Aimless pedophilia.
It's bizarre.
Being a pedophile just for like the sake of being a pedophile, I don't understand. I just don't get it. And then telling the kid like, hey, don't tell anybody your real age or people will call you a pedophile. Because random Ninja Ghidorah trolls and haters and they're gonna come in. That's not what this is.
No, don't unmute her. Yeah, don't unmute yourself.
Dude, I'm just a dude with a moderately expensive microphone and a retarded YouTube channel.
I'm walking around my living room right now in just shorts and nothing else. Just sitting here, just wondering what's up, dude. Now, Garcelle, don't unmute. But I just got done telling you that when Garcelle was under question, I defended Garcelle. Like, I investigated that shit for 6 fucking hours with 2 other people that I worked with. And we found out that his accusations were fucking petty because of some stupid fucking online high school squabble from a guy who unironically is involving children in his predator states. So the fact that see, I'm not a bad dude. Rev's not a bad dude. We don't go after people, dude. Again, I haven't seen Garcelle for that many times until I told him to message Makina. And that was it. He didn't even know who Akina was. I just simply told him, message Akina, the following. And he's been in the clear. He's good at my book. I have a Garcelle unmute this one time and then mute back. Have I gone after you since then? Since I know the truth? Have I ever gone after you after that? Zero time. Okay. So then you know I'm genuine. And if I'm genuine, the person I'm working with is also genuine. So Jackson, if you were not a pedophile, if you were not a child predator, would we be here in this chat talking to you today? I mean, I had to light the fire under. There was a dude who was a complete and total bystander, whose Skyfire had gotten involved, trying to show them screenshots and fucking random shit. Like, oh, these people are going after my fucking friends, and fucking brackets, my friends who are pedophiles, which was the key detail that was missed out. And then we go over to this dude's live stream and we're like, hey, there's this 21-year-old woman dating a 14-year-old boy. What are your thoughts? He's like, well, I don't care. He can't live stream for a while now because he had his full shit on display on YouTube. And I was like, well, which family member do you want me to message that you're endangering fucking children by having them on live stream for pedophiles? And he made a community post, oh, I can't stream because I was being bullied. So all in under an hour. Before Jackson, all in under an hour. This all happened in under 1 hour. His whole entire shit was in shambles. And then only because he was supporting pedophilia. Just because we don't go across everybody and like target people for no fucking reason. We're not fucking retarded. We're not stupid. That's ridiculous.
Before I met these people, I was this small artist on Instagram.
Yeah.
And now I help go after bad people who have done harm to people and went after kids.
And Jariah and I, well, we try not to fight on a daily basis. I still care about you.
We butt heads occasionally. Sometimes I'm tangled, sometimes I don't.
But we all have a common goal. And that's to keep kids safe. I will sit in a VC and I will bully Godot on almost like an hourly basis. And he asked me what my problem is. Yeah. And I'll just keep doing it. Yeah, and I was gonna be like, oh, okay, so he's just having irritable male syndrome, as always. Makes perfect sense. Moving on. And we just go about our day like nothing happened. Like Godot was like a bunch of friends. Yeah. But the situation changes when we are introduced someone in the community that is getting themselves involved with children for all of the wrong reasons, and that's when we keep an eye on them, and then when we find out that there is something sexual going on, no. It is not okay. Again, ask Marcel, he was suspected of being a predator. But unfortunately, he was a victim to a massive retard that we used to work with, or that he used to work with us. He has been thoroughly excommunicated into Shaneland. Yeah. With those underline. Yeah, with an asterisk next to it. Put a fucking baby guard around this retard and we'll let him out every now and then. Well, now that retard, who had it good, is now working with an incel that wants to do things to 16-year-old. So then he's on our list too. Yes. So you really like that's the thing that's bothering me. It's like, oh yeah, Godot goes after these weirdos, and then all of a sudden Godot looks at you and it's like, well, I have your chat history with him. Oh, fuck that guy. He's such a fucking piece of shit. Are you now suddenly in a piece? I watched a segment of Skyfi's stream where he was talking to that dude he got involved, and it was just like, yeah, Reverend Godot, they go after pedophiles, so I hope you don't support them. I mean, what?
But what? This is the angle. This is the angle now. The angle is like we go after pedophiles, therefore bad people. I don't get it.
Well, he wouldn't have. Well, he wouldn't have to think like that if he wasn't around pedophiles all the time, Rev. Like, my video on Skyfire wasn't even to make fun of him. My video on Skyfire was to bring to the light the situations that pedophiles are getting him involved with. Let me ask you something.
No, I want Jackson to realize something. I hope you realize that him watching my video of me raising awareness on Skyfire was what caused this just domino effect of, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of these fucking pedophiles making this kid fucking do shit. I'm done, dude. And that's when Blaz's fucking shit got robbed. And then I looked at who else was there and I saw you and I was like, well, this is just how it's gonna be. I mean, I will literally, I don't know who you live with, Jackson, but I would be willing to accept bargaining in terms of you informing your family members, ideally a parent, that you have been dating a 14-year-old boy, unless they already know.
Do they know, Jackson?
Doctor? Your parents know that you've been dating a child.
No. Okay. So, would you be willing to tell your parents?
If I get a chance.
If all that chance needs to happen within, like, the next, like, hour, something. So they need to know something. Because this isn't fair to... I'll tell you this, Rev. Laxer has kind of messaged me on and off. It just clicked to me that he's still just a kid trying to be a kid. This is completely unfucking fair to him.
Yep. I've had people, like, come at me numerous times, added to fucking group chats. I bought accounts to fucking group chats and try to tell me that, like, I distinctly remember there was a guy, and it was, Jackson's not grooming, Laxa, they're dating each other. I'm like, what? Oh, she never groomed him, he's not a victim. Like, you're insane.
It's ridiculous. So do the parents need to know? I think they do. When are you going to talk to your parents? Tomorrow? Yeah. Okay, so if I have you added on this account. I don't want you to run. I see you messaging, by the way. I need you to focus. I don't want you to run. I don't want you to hide. We could literally end this tomorrow, be done with it, go our separate ways. I would like to talk to you privately with Rev when he's more awake. And, you know, for him it's fucking really fucking early in the morning. He needs to sleep. I need to sleep. This needs to be done. Can we do that, please? Okay, because here's the thing. Most of the people that we've spoken to, like, they get it done and over with, and it's over. They pay the consequences, it's done.
Yeah, no, but
Like, you know what? We've been asking questions. Go ahead.
are you still Angel's Gifford?
Hating Josh Gifford?
Are you hitting on him?
There is nothing about that man I like at all. Nothing. Has the phone number of a 17-year-old child that he talks to until 11 o'clock at night. And then goes to bed. There's full drywall.
This is what we're trying to raise awareness of. There's like so many fucking terrible people hide under this umbrella of a fucking child for safety from two fucking dudes who spend most of their day fucking yelling at each other. Skyfire's group of adult friends who have been preying on him and preying on other children. Because I want everybody to be aware that Josh Gifford is still talking to fucking Hannah Marquez, who quite literally got fucking lifted by the police. And the police just let her back out again. And Josh Gifford was like, oh, my RP mom. RP mom, I love you, RP mom. And like, fuck off, dude. And then he goes right back to talking to fucking Skyfire and Hannah Anderson from Brent's insanity.
This. It's not right. It's not fair. I'm tired of people, Rev. I'm tired of people saying that we're the majority when we're not.
Yeah.
We're the minority in this situation. Well, what do you mean, though? Fucking, if we were the majority, we would win all the fucking time. We don't. Childhood is win all the fucking time. It's fucking frustrating. It's absolutely fucking frustrating.
Every so often we catch a predator in a fucking bear trap. Every dog will have its day. Every single fucking dog will have its day. Doesn't matter if it's from us or somebody else. Somebody's gonna figure it out. Somebody's gonna put two and two together. It's like, oh shit, well, raise awareness, inform the authorities, inform family members. And the longer that people evade capture from us, we are fucking growing day by day. The channel like fucking, what was it at when it fucking started?
It was sitting, well, this past week it was sitting at 331. In a span of 5 days, it's now about to touch 350. And then one day it was at 181, and within the hour, 122 fucking subscribers in one go.
I'm still getting I don't even do anything.
Right, it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of support that we're getting. And the thing is, we're not going around fucking gossiping, spreading bullshit. Like, again, I'm gonna tell, like Jackson, it's like I said before. There were people that have said that Jiro had abused his own dog. I'm not fucking interested in that at all, because I haven't seen the evidence on it, so it's not true. But what I am interested in was Akina owning an evidence server that was collecting evidence on live children. And I had proof for that. If people seem to be more interested in that than fucking what they do behind closed doors, like waking up in the morning, taking a shit, making breakfast, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. What do they do after they take a shit? What do they do after they fucking feed the baby? What do they do after they go to college? Oh, they're messaging in their evidence server that's collecting evidence on fucking kids. That's what the people want to see. The people want to see the fucking truth. So, I don't know why people demonize us for wanting to tell the truth.
It's like the thing with Pablo when he was talking to Skyfire. Skyfire was like, what about the confrontation video? And Pablo was like, I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
Yeah, the confrontation video.
You don't.
Of course you don't. Why would you care about a confrontation video that reveals that you have tried to meet up with a child to have them shit and piss in your mouth while you're having sex with them? Why would you be interested in that at all? I mean, you only exposed yourself.
I tell that story to so many fucking people who've never heard of him. And they like genuinely don't fucking believe me, and then I send them the link, and they're like, oh, it is real.
Yeah.
And he fucking confessed to it.
Yes. And yet, there's still fucking diddlers that have seen the confrontation video that still defend him, Rev. I don't understand.
Because it's Raven Cador bad. It's like the smear campaign, like I said, Raven Cador fucking bad people. So it's like, we're not gonna think about anything, we're just, fucking saw that. Did you fucking see that?
What happened?
Students are enjoy, what the hell?
DD Live Studios just joined the fucking VC. Oh, did he really? Yeah. He fucking did, and then he left as soon as he realized who was in here.
Oh gosh. He's sure he just left.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it 2 for 1. Let's do it 2 for 1.
Let's not forget he has CP of a 12-year-old girl who is no longer alive.
That's another fucking thing. He has ZP of a dead 12-year-old child that he sent around, and for some fucking reason, he is in here. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell, Jackson. I'm sorry. I just got really excited because I totally fucking forgot about that. Thanks, Gerard.
You're welcome, dude.
I don't know how.
I don't know why you left one.
Join and then immediately, that's fine. But Jackson, all I'm going to say to you is I desperately need you to inform
Oh, Autumn, don't tell me.
a parent that you have been doing this with a 14-year-old boy. Because, I mean, the last thing that you want is somebody from the outside of your family doing that. That's not me threatening you, that's me ensuring the safety of children. Right? And if I see you on a live stream at some point saying something like, nah, I fucking hate those two, I hope they kill themselves, I will say it.
I want to.
Oh, here we are. Well, that's it, it's like that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Oh, well, dang. Whoops. I don't know, man. Like, we don't like predators. I don't wish death on them or whatever. Because if they're dead, then how are they going to pay the consequences? My biggest regret is the Cody the dog. Well, I'd say my biggest regret, but I wasn't his heart, and I didn't give him a heart attack. It was fucking Cody the dog hawk. Too soon. Oh, there you guys.
I do not know what Dee Dee is fucking smoking.
I just told them the midgets might come say hi.
Oh my god, yes. Also, Autumn and I suggest you stop typing.
Like I said, I don't. To be honest.
I know what you said, like she's immune to all this, but at the same time, I don't want her thinking she's gonna run up without any consequences. I did say if she talks about me again, I will do a video. Even told her mother that. So I don't want her thinking she's running away from consequences. You do think that,
And that pretty much concludes the interview with Faith Jackson. As you've learned through the call, she has actually manipulated the minor into making everyone believe that the minor in question was 19 years old. And as you can see, well, that's not exactly the case, is it? Today's number is 14, which is exactly how old the minor is in question, as well as... well, I don't even know where I'm going with this, so who cares, right? Anyways, it doesn't seem like the phone call did too much. I mean, all these people watched how we conducted ourselves in the interview, which is how we always conduct ourselves in every interview that we've ever done. And strangely enough, the people that were there in the interview, well, they've still allowed Jackson to stay in the brand new server that Autumn created. Again, this is in spite of the fact that evidence was presented at hand to prove that Jackson did have these feelings for a 14-year-old. But that's the part that really bothers me, right? She said that she had feelings for this 14-year-old, but doesn't know why, because she hasn't even seen the 14-year-old to begin with. She has no idea what he looks like, she has no idea about his personality traits, none of these things, but she still felt the need to tell this boyfriend that they should pretend to be 19, or they should at least tell everybody that they are 19, even though they're actually 14 years old, so that way they can continue to have this relationship. Now, I'm not going to bother the 14-year-old in terms of like asking him to share the screenshots that were going on with his messages between both parties, because, you know, it's not, I don't want to say it's like not my business, but obviously the 14-year-old is very uncomfortable with what's being asked of him here. Which, to be honest with you, that's kind of a first for me. I've talked to many victims before that have had these kind of conversations with their groomers, but this is kind of a new one to me. Still, it doesn't seem that I really need to know too much more to confirm that these two were in a relationship with one another. She knew what she was doing was wrong, so I don't really need any screenshots of their conversation to say that something was happening here. I mean, look at how she's reacting. The way that she says sex instead of sex, and the repeated phrase over and over, I'm just going to try to fix my wrongdoings. I'm just trying to fix my wrongdoings. I'm just trying to fix my wrongdoing. To be honest, I wanted to slap the shit out of this bitch, to be honest with you, every time I fucking heard her say this. The fact of the matter is, you knew exactly what you were doing. And there's also something very interesting that I need to point out. Jackson apparently doesn't have any papers whatsoever to prove that they have autism or any kind of medical condition, according to Autumn, I think is who said it. So it's almost like this is very calculative and was definitely meant to be a decision that she planted in the kid's mind to do these things. There's definitely something going on with this woman, and I really do truly believe that she needs a police visit. And the thing that's really bothering me about these people that have autism and all these other things, like, and again, I know she doesn't have autism, okay? Like, the paperwork obviously says that she doesn't, but just bear with me here for a second, right? I'm tired of people that have mental conditions like this being able to get away with crimes like this. Like, again, I work with somebody in a server, my video gaming server, who, you know, he works at a video game company and has very high functioning autism. And sometimes the autism really does stick out with this guy. But this autism doesn't exactly impair his ability to talk to normal people, including children. Like, clearly he has the mental capacity to understand that talking with a child in the way that Faith Jackson is doing is completely fucking wrong. And somehow we're going to fucking excuse this with Jackson. I definitely plan on talking to her mom to see what's going to happen here, but, you know, She apparently has said some stuff along the lines of like, tell that to my daughter's face, I'm gonna kick you. I don't fucking know. All I know is I saw a stream that Skyfire had done at one point where the mom of Faith Jackson actually did end up showing up, and unfortunately I can't pull up that stream because it is now deleted. But let's just say that I'm not very impressed. And to be honest with you, Skyfire, I'm not very impressed with you either. Mark, Bog, and I actually did approach you, right along with Goddess and Kitty, to talk about the people that you have on your platform. And it seemed, you know, it seemed really nice that you were willing to, like, kind of work with us. I mean, you worked with us when it came to giving us all of Jackson's information. You worked with us when it came to giving Josh's information. You pretty much just gave us everything that we needed, and it's obviously very clear that you wanted to change. Until I saw you show up on that Jesse guy's stream, which is another interesting person I want to point out, by the way. This Jesse dude was obviously confronted by myself and Rev as well when it came to the fact that, you know, Jackson was proven to be a child predator that was lurking in his server. And considering that this conversation, or, you know, considering that this stream with Jesse took place on November 24th, like, it's... These people just don't give a fuck. Like, oh yeah, no, you fuck around with kids? Nah, it's fine. You can come join my panel. I mean, at least if Rev and I were to decide to have a predator on our platform, it would be more along the lines of, like, confronting these people and, you know, interviewing them to see what really goes on in their head. These people have no fucking reason to have these predators on here. Again, Jesse was told what Jackson did with the 14-year-old, and yet here he is with Skyfire and Jackson on his platform together, which kind of leads me to believe that these two are still talking in the background. So I'll go ahead and part with this, and this will be my last time I'm ever going to do this. Skyfire, by the time that you see this video, you will have been blocked on every single Discord account that I can think of. And And believe me, dude, I don't really want to do this because if I could, I would, well, I would keep talking to you and try to guide you through these problems that you're having. But my problem with you currently at the moment is no matter what I do, you still can't seem to cut Jackson out of your life, despite the fact that she literally infiltrated yours in order to date your 14-year-old friend. And it's really, really bothersome, man. I understand that you are a groom victim, and that really absolutely freaking sucks. And I can't, I can't imagine what it's like being in your position, especially dealing with, your groomer that did the horrible things that they did to you. But at the same time, you have to be willing to help yourself. And if you don't want to help yourself when it comes to these people, then there's virtually nothing that I can do. Hopefully by the time you turn 18, you'll have wisened up and had left all these people, because clearly they only want you so they can have access to children. And that's just messed up, dude. You don't deserve that. No child deserves that. But anyway, I hope you shape up before your birthday, because I just want you to get better, dude. And if I can't do anything to help you with it, then, or at least you won't allow me to help you, then there truly is nothing that I can do. Hopefully this interview serves to you as a means to understand why Jackson is an evil piece of shit, and that you'll block them completely out of your life, and, you'll stay away from them. I don't think you need my guidance for you to do that, since that's what I've been trying to do with you when it comes to Josh and all of these other predators that are attracted to your platform. Either way, I think that's going to do it for this interview. I know it's been a long one, and, well, it's already pushing maybe, I guess an hour and 20? I'll see once I put this recording and stuff together. Either way, that's going to do it for me. This is Ninja Godot signing out. And remember the most important thing. When everything looks bleak, the truth always prevails. See you guys next time.
So, the next time Neal Kumar and Faith Jackson wants to, specifically Neal Kumar actually, wants to start saying baseless accusations and false claims against me about child pedophilia and shit like that, bear in mind, evidence has been shown on my channel featuring the Godoplan video on Neal Kumar's illegal behavior and Faith Jackson admitting to dating Lexer, who was a 14-year-old at the time that the Godoplan uploaded that interview video of Faith Jackson. Amar, is there anything you want to say to the audience before I end the stream?
Oh god, are we about to end the stream?
Yeah. The stream has been going for like 2 hours and 2 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
both those videos for 2 hours. Oh, not sorry, both those videos were an hour long, but yeah, so, I'm wondering why after that whole interview was done, why is Jackson back up on the Paint O'Neal shit again?
It's just funny to me. All of this is just kind of hilarious because they claim that I'm supposedly dating a 14-year-old.
I'm supposedly the quote-unquote 14-year-old.
And yet, in that video interview...
when I'm going to be turning 25 this year.
And yet, that video interview, though...
Not only that, Neal kind of fucked up and admitted and I know he just admitted today, he just admitted when he met Jackson, which was somewhere around fucking February.
Of last year.
Yep.
So, he's more fucked than ever. Alright, well...
already told Godot, told him, like, I had to do a little bit of the fucking math. It was somewhere around fucking February when he met Faye Jackson and told Godot about it.
Yeet. Alright, well, it's time for me to end the stream. I cannot stop looking at this photo, man. It is a masterpiece. It is an absolute fucking masterpiece. You want to do one of Faith Jackson? I will put that bitch in a clown outfit if you need me to.
Did shit. Oh, okay. I didn't have to ask. All right.
All right. Well, see you later, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy DNA signing off. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. If you're a minor, stay in school. Educate. be well. Do not be a fucking retard nor a fucking faggot like Neal Kumar himself, who thinks it's okay to protect child predators. It's not, and will get you in legal trouble. And stay safe. Anything you want to say before the stream ends, honey? Like entirely?
Can I change my shit back now?
Yeah, you can. I should probably do the same for myself. Yoink.
God, I didn't know you changed your shit when I went to go fucking AFK.
Kind of had to either way.
No, I know. Well, not only that, I'm still the entire time this was going on, I'm over here trying to do fucking artwork and shit.
Yeah.
So,
Hold
it's
on,
going okay, but it's also not going okay.
You know what the worst part is? I know I remember exactly what you had.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Oh my god.
It's called rewinding the stream. Ah, you got rid of it.
What?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I got you. Anyways, later, everybody. It's your boy DNA signing off, and the lovely Replica over here is gonna be coming to bed with me. All right, later, bitches.
Yeah. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. No, in the morning, Yep, we're going to bed.
Told
It's
you.
11 o'clock at night. I'm going to bed.
All right, later, everybody. All right, get to the bed. It's time for nap.